Alright.
3, 2, 1.
This bitch don't know about Benji.
Oh my god, we're gonna start with that?
God. Seriously, Joanna.
Let's go.
That's how we're gonna start. Little Dicky, I hope you're watching. Welcome to one of the most Dethroned episode
31.
That's crazy, you guys.
Guys, we're old. We're fucking old.
30's not old.
31 is.
I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 next year, so.
It's older
I mean,
than
what's
me.
Because-
we're old.
Because my notes from the last game boil down to literally a few sentences, I'm gonna tell you guys them because they're funny. I think I'm funny. But I will do a more proper recap of what we did last. So we started with, yo dad, what the fuck? And then I wrote down some of the names, namely the name of the one that made you all lose your collective single brain cell.
Wait, we have
Drake,
a brain cell?
Drake has a frog army. He is the frog king. Puppy's ready to fight. Big ass fight. Who are you shitting? Big stinky revenge.
You're cutting out a little bit there, Harley.
And then Drake dismisses his froggy knights. And Bama V. And that's it. And I will elaborate. So we started off with a little cueing to where our shifty associate Drake was at, and got a little sneak peek at a conversation with the voice in his head. In the sand.
The voice in my head. You know.
Babe, Rex,
or
you're
something
cutting out
like
a little
that.
bit.
Am I?
Yeah.
You are not on my
It's
end.
like-
Not on my end.
It would seem like mid-sentence it would stop tracking you and then it would start tracking you again. It's kind of weird.
Is it back?
I hear you just fine.
I don't know. Something must be a little bit weird on that end. I don't know.
I hear him just
To
fine.
use Amanda's words.
It looks
oh,
like
y'all.
it's fine now. My connection's all green.
Yeah, sometimes things are weird like that and it just randomly decides to do stuff.
Okay, so we got to see where
You
Drake
and then it
was
would
very
start tracking
briefly
you again.
transported
It's
to
kinda
where
weird.
he woke up and became the king of a small tribe of little frog-like creatures who are willing to
I
put
hear
their
him
lives
just
on the
fine.
line for their
Amanda's
big,
words.
strong,
Oh,
looks
y'all.
like it's fine now. My connection's all green, and he went and joined up with the others, and you all fought a bunch of ravenous hags and a couple of redcaps and a big stinky call out to our very first couple of sessions. One of the leader of this hag coven summoned a corpse flower, of which Celis righteously got his revenge.
Revenge, I would say! I got revenge upon him!
Oh, you can't forget about come along, bloop!
That was the
You already
one
said
that
that.
broke your
Pay
collective
attention.
brain cell.
I could not breathe for
Little
like 30
Pink
seconds.
Squire of the set of little frog knights that traveled alongside Drake into this battle.
Forever iconic.
I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Bloop, the poor little Pink Squire, the only pink one of the tribe, poor baby.
Best.
And then after defeating the corpse flower and all the hags, you all kind of gathered yourselves together. Also reuniting with Aseir
Yay, my boy.
in this fight. A very shaken man after witnessing the death of a very beloved associate of ours. Shortly before being whooshed into this place. And now you all are sort of making your way through this little portal here.
Oof.
With Drake pushing Orenda through first.
Whoa.
You did a good job.
You also were talking shit like it's right in front of me.
Yeah. So with that, we shall begin.
Yeah. Yes.
We will begin with kind of everybody else. So Orenda's been pushed through, and you all are here.
I will take
Expectant
Orenda off
on
the
them.
map because they went Kerspoosh.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No, that was on me. Orenda just went Kerspoosh. I'm like Kerbloop.
Joanna looks over and sees these. I guess we all looked over because we heard Orenda go.
Son of a gun.
You might have just watched him walk over and then push.
First things first, Akil's freaking
Well, no, because
out.
me and Aseir had our
Drake
little
just pushed
moment.
Orenda through.
Yeah, we heard a splash, and then Akil just goes, "What the fuck?"
I don't think we've ever heard Aseir cut. Aseir.
No, we
Akil
have.
cuss.
We have.
Oh, you have. You haven't heard Orenda cut.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't heard.
Yeah.
We haven't heard the bean
Pay
cuss.
attention.
Hello.
What?
Akil's
Hey,
wheezing.
I-
Akil's wheezing.
Oh, he's having a panic attack.
Hey,
Oh,
Akil,
we-
you get in on the other side.
Drake, you just gotta push Akil in. Just push him in.
Akil? After you?
Apparently, we're leaving now.
Do I have to make a dex save to like avoid being like pushed in?
I'm not pushing you, I just
He's offering.
after you.
I mean, Akil knows Bamsey's on the other side.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there for that. So like, heads up, heads up before you do that. I'm coming, Orenda. Dive bombs in.
Does Akil land?
Baby.
Does
Seeing
Akil
that
land
shenanigans happen for the sake of shenanigans, Celis is gonna try to push Drake in.
Oh my lord. Joanna, after
I would love to
Celis-
make that athletics check,
So-
please.
Yeah, athletics check, and if you're avoiding this,
Yeah. I would like to, could I, if I get a good enough roll, can I, like, Aikido, like,
You're gonna just
Reverse
like,
it onto
nope,
him.
out of the way.
ooh, yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, can Celis dive into the goo? He misses.
So Drake, you just fucking like
Step to the side.
dead kick
Side-
him.
I just
Side
sidestep
step,
and
and
just,
then I go sploosh.
Oh no.
No, Drake just goes.
Celis gets
Drake just goes slide to the left, slide to the right.
Hey Harley, for comedic effect, as I'm falling, can I like grab his leg and pull him with me?
would that be another roll?
Yeah, make another roll for that.
No. Just Drake slide to the left, slide to the right.
Oh yeah, he like
Oh
Like,
no.
just,
feel the ground go out beneath you and you're slid in.
Oh no, you don't! Yoink!
Oh no.
I'm sitting very ungratefully, boom, smack his head down. Oh,
Oh god.
Aseir and Joanna and Luna are left behind with our
Joanna-
NPCs.
Oh no, and Holcomb too, and
Where's
Gnome
Holcomb?
Dad.
Holcomb is by the
Where the fuck
flower.
did you go?
oh.
Holcomb, you're
Extracting some
over
deadly
there. Why are
poison.
you over there?
He's gathering his
over here.
arrows.
Extracting some deadly poison, you know?
Mhm.
What else do you fuckers should be doing?
That's
but
right.
Yeah.
Joanna, though,
Y'all
now
actually
that
paying
Celis is
attention to the
taken.
enemy.
Yes, Joanna.
I was gonna say, now that Celis has taken his hand off of Aseir, because I
Oh.
remember Aseir said one at a time. She sort of reaches out her hand, sort of waiting to see if he'll take it.
He does. But no,
And she
he does,
just
but not after seeing all the rest of the gang just go. And he's.
No, yeah, she sort of looks at him and she says, "We need to go."
Yeah. And he just.
And,
he haphazardly
Don't
goes
give
with
me
you.
time.
Huh?
He goes with you. Like you know, you like take
Yeah,
him along.
Resign is here too.
Yeah, and
He can take care of himself.
she goes, we the puppy and we see the Aseir, and she looks at Luna and she says, "Go on, girl, go ahead."
She hesitates. She kind of crouches away and goes near you, like right by your leg, nuzzling up
my
against your
baby.
knee.
Pick her up. Pick her up. Pick her up.
She sort of sighs and she looks at Aseir. She says, "You mind if I let go for a second?"
Sure, Joanna. I would like to have a moment with.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Holcomb?
Just let me know if you need anything.
Holcomb, would you kindly stay with me for a bit?
Okay.
Joanna picks up
Sure.
Luna and just sort of
So
like
step back.
straight up jump. Like she doesn't like jump, but like you know, like the comedic thing where like they jump and their like body's entirely straight.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yes. It's a pencil dive.
Good dude.
Yeah, pencil diving.
Pencil dives.
Come on, Blue. Let's skidoo.
You're skadoo. We can't do.
I hate
Alright,
y'all.
Joanna and Luna are gone.
This is Blue Skidoo. How could you?
While I watch our friends, go skinny dipping. Well, not really skinny dipping into the lake. I turn back to Resign, Zenat, Holcomb. I don't believe I've got your names, but that's for another time. Would you kindly?
We'll introduce ourselves on the other side.
Yes. And I look
You
at.
need to go ahead and go in now.
All right then, Holcomb. Holcomb, you want to dive in with us?
Zenat goes over to you, Holcomb, and extends her hand. She says, I'll hold your hand if you want.
Aw.
Oh, thanks. I'm good. And he'll would I be able to tell kind of which compass direction Paloma's hut is in relation to where we are right now?
Make a survival roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not bad, Mr. Ranger.
You think from from your knowledge of navigating, that's how you phrase it. You were able to gather that you guys kind of came from a general southwestern direction.
Okay. So he'll kind of face toward that direction with his back to the guru. And kind of look toward that direction and go, next time. Closes his eyes, folds his hands over his shoulders in like the trust fall, and will trust fall into the guru.
Alright. And
time.
Zenat's actually going to follow you right away.
I was going to say something before she went.
Oh, what did you want to say?
I just said, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry I fucked up.
You say that just as she's about to plunge in, and you hear her start to say, pardon? And then she's gone.
What?
He looks over to Resign. I don't know who you are, but thank you for bringing my family back to me.
Of course.
You're going to come with me.
You go ahead and go in now. Yeah, I'll be right behind you.
Can I make an insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, y'all, give me 1 second.
Okay. It's been 1 second.
Alright. Insight.
Holy
Is
shit!
he lying to me?
Very nice.
He's telling the honest truth.
Hey!
Very
But
nice.
there is with that insight, there's hesitation in his voice.
Ooh.
Fine. I was about to make a meme when I rolled that natural 20 insight.
Well,
This taste is the taste of a
You're able
lie.
to gather he's scared. That's the hesitation. He's kind of scared.
Oh.
¿Por qué?
I got a big sword on my back. I got
To be
you.
fair, isn't it?
Why don't you go in
Context.
first? Why don't you go in first?
I insist. You need to follow your family. I promise I'll be right behind you.
Okay then. And I grab him and I grab him by his then just take him with me.
He's not gonna leave.
Just yank him in.
You pretty much just did the same thing I did to Drake.
Yeah.
Oh. He doesn't resist. He's just kind of like, ah.
Well, that
Big
just
man.
happened.
Oh my God.
Big man is carrying me into king.
All right, and with that, we will switch to we'll kind of backtrack a little bit, because we have
Where are we on the map?
Hold
Orenda
on.
We have black.
right here.
Hold on.
We have big black
Hold on.
screen.
I have big
I
black
got you.
screen.
All right,
as
just
well.
navigate around to where.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand, yo.
I know. I figured
I zoomed out.
visibility.
I thought where you were
We're
bigger.
rolling dice into a void.
We're gonna actually kind of backtrack in time a little bit here to when Orenda first goes through, and you see your cousin in the flesh right in front of you, kind of startled out of her wits, seeing you just come through her. And if you look behind you, you see it looks like a seemingly normal mirror. You look back and see your reflection and hers, and behind you, all these like other armored up adventurers and warriors. And she kind of stares, and she's a little bewildered, and then just has the biggest grin and kneels down to go and just wrap you in her arms and just hug you really tight. Oh, Orenda! Oh my goodness!
They hugged
How
her
long
back.
has it been since we've seen each other?
Oh, I think like a year and a half, I think.
Too
long.
That's too long. You need to come visit. Well, maybe not here. What are you doing here? How did you know my mirror could do that? Never mind. Answer these questions later. I'm just,
They just shrugged.
insanely happy to see you.
Oh, now I see map. Haha.
Hey,
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
And you can see Bamathy's, she's in this really like, she's in very cute like pastel blue and white like winter clothes. She has like a very, or what would be like, I guess, suited for cold weather, like a little fluffy jacket with a furred hood and poofy skirts.
of course it's adorable.
Her
It's Bamathy.
her tights are like an ivory with gold patterns, and you're able to see that they kind of look like different types of blades. So there's some rapiers, there's some broadswords, great swords, axes, all kinds of just in really pretty ornate Baroque style lining all over these tights.
Oh, yeah.
And her signature invention of heeled hoof shoes for tieflings.
Hell yes.
I see angry
Just
mama.
big clunky heels that are making her even taller than she really is. And around this time, as she's embracing you, that's when the next who came in right after Orenda? I just forgot.
It was a kill, yeah.
Akil, you come tumbling in.
Celis, Drake, Joanna, and Luna, Holcomb.
We'll do this one at a time, y'all, yeah?
Sure.
It's just one thing. The
I'll
opera.
list them in order.
Yeah, someone can list it in roll 20. That would be great.
Akil, like, literally is just, like, stumbles out, like, and he falls flat on his face. He, like, rolls and just...
So is that a Stargate we just came out of? That's what I'm I'm seeing right there.
So the thing you just came out of, I will kind of describe it. It really just looks like a standard wardrobe, like 6-foot mirror. That's just there for effect. But like as you guys come out of it, the surface of it does turn into that purple goo, and then once you're out, it turns back into metal.
I put it in.
All right, awesome. So Kill, you stumble out, and Bamathy like hears you come out, and she looks at you. You brought a Kill with you.
There are more coming.
And she immediately goes to you, a Kill for a hug.
Yeah.
He's kind of
completely like smothering you.
Yeah, he's literally hold on, I'm gonna put her here.
Wait a second, Bamathy's tall and Akil is short.
Yeah, she literally picks him up and he's just like, and he's just like,
Bamathy, it's good to see you here again.
It's so good to see you too. I didn't even know that they were bringing you.
Likewise.
There are more coming. You might want
There's
to
more
back
coming?
up, and Orenda starts trying to steer them away because they don't know.
What do you mean there's more coming? And as she says that, Celis, there you go.
Celis right and Drake by the foot. Together, kind of come one at a time.
Akil, get out of the way!
And he gets knocked over by a
The portal machine gun fire just good.
near this guy, and he's just like, what the fuck?
Drake is right behind him.
Yeah, Drake
trying
is
to put
right.
my token. I can't. Okay.
Let's go.
I got it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
does
there he
Drake
is.
hit Orenda? Oh, no.
Come right out of him. Ah, God damn it! I almost got you.
Oh, you guys brought friends.
You're still
Orenda, did you? Oh my!
Backing up, making room.
And Joanna and Luna.
I got this.
So what happens is she just sort of like she pencil dives. She just literally like jumps in just perfect. Or let me make a roll for that.
Acrobatics, my dude.
acrobatics not fall on
Jumping
your
very gracefully and land on the face.
Where the fuck is acrobatics? There it is.
Oh, let's see that now.
See?
Hey.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You stumble out and you're able to get right back up on your feet.
And she makes like a perfect like dive in, like she like roll like does like a little like forward roll, and she just
Holding
like lands
puppy?
holding puppy close to her, like shielding puppy. Puppy
Holding
doesn't
puppy.
get hurt.
Puppy just yaps.
Yeah, and she puts Luna down, and she just looks around. She's hello.
Orenda just has a
they
big happy grin on their face.
She's potty trained, right?
Oh, for sure,
Ish.
yes.
Ish.
Mostly.
Celis?
Ish.
Mostly.
Really?
Joanna, make a deception roll.
Not really.
Yay!
Oh no.
Okay,
Nice.
just make sure you can take her outside if there's an accident. Oh, gods. And next we got Holcomb and Zanat.
I'm gonna move Joanna off of the thing.
Can I move here? I want to move here. Next to Drakey. Next to Drakey Poo.
Drake's unhappy with that.
Oh jeez.
So that means I'm gonna end up, because of the trust fall, I'm gonna end up on my back. If this is like Portal, the momentum's gonna carry over.
Orenda,
Good.
you have
Ow.
a big party with you. How many more of these friends do you have?
They hold up 3 fingers.
Oh, gods.
They've been keeping track of who's been coming through. Like, they have been
God.
taking it down on their fingers.
Well, I can safely assume this wasn't planned, right?
We should probably
you
back
can
up.
blame
It
Flux for
definitely
this.
wasn't
Looking around
planned.
frantically.
Back up, back up.
We should probably back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over
Se-
here.
Se- Celis says you can blame Flux for that.
In the last 2.
You can actually. Just realized that.
Alright, hold on, guys. We'll get Resign in first.
And you guys are starting to make a scene.
Everyone's like gonna be looking at your ass.
Yeah, like,
That's
although they're
fine.
like
Angry
armored
mama!
people and adventurers in this area are kind of like looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And you even hear a couple of murmurs of like, hey, what the fuck is that mirror doing? I thought I told you to cover that.
Hey.
Listen,
Hey,
I
Orenda,
needed it
where the
for
fuck are
5
we?
minutes.
I don't
The
know.
magic wardrobe said, yeet.
Resign just tumbles out and
Are
like
we in Narnia again?
Where's
No,
Where's
we came from
Narnia?
Narnia.
Nadia.
Where's the
Narnia?
angry boy? I don't see anger boy.
I do not say angry boy.
I don't know if I want to be like. I'd say everyone comes in and oh man, never mind.
Just get in the damn page.
damn.
You were holding Resign. You need to be here.
I know.
you were holding Resign.
I know. And I'm gonna toss his ass within my
Portal's
grapple. Just
acting
toss him.
mysterious ways,
I just toss him to the toss him.
No, you cannot retract. You already did it.
No.
Hey.
The moment we step in, and after I still hold on to him, I toss him, I let go of him.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you like fling him out, and he just like stumbles and kind of falls to the floor, like willingly. He just kind of like sits on his butt and kind of glances around.
Well, that was a thing. Where are we?
Unfamiliar surroundings.
Something tells me we ain't an Amphijar anymore.
Nope.
Again. Or the pocket dimension
the Feywild anymore
that
either.
too.
Really, really quick. Just because I want to do something. Joanna looks to Drake, and she sort of laughs, and she said, "How was the fall?"
The asshole got me. Damn it. I almost had him.
you were pretty good
Is
until
that-
he.
Is that everyone?
Yep.
Oh yes,
Yep.
sorry.
Hi.
We're
So
good now.
I'm Bamathy. I'm Orenda's cousin.
Real quick, is Bamathy
Welcome
facing
to.
away? Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but is Bamathy facing away from Orenda?
Bamathy's kind of glancing around at all of the group. She's kind of making eye contact with her 3 eyes at everybody.
Yeah, welcome
So
to
I'll
the
give her a proper, description. She's a very tall woman with kind of longish pink hair in little half pigtails, horns coming out the side of her head, bright pink skin, and very heavy eye makeup and big lashes on all 3 of her eyes that are black scleras with a blue iris, and dressed very cutely in like a Saks pastel blue and off-white and gold palette.
Yes,
She has these big clunky ivory heels over her hoofs, which have little Clydesdale like fluffs on them. She's very big, flamboyant, and imposing, and doing her best to keep her movements kind of small as she introduces herself.
And you can see why
She's,
Orenda calls her Ruffles.
Oh yeah, she's got very big Lolita skirts and poofs and
I love
a little
it.
blue jacket and this fluffy ivory blouse. Yeah, I'm Bamathy. I'm Miranda's cousin.
Hey.
And welcome to not my studio, but I guess it'll do.
You're with the Silver Strain, correct?
A cousin plus one.
Yes. Are you all allies?
Drake shows his tattoo on his chest.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Okay. So did you join the Resistance, Orenda? Is that it? Did you bring recruits?
Something along those lines.
I
yes.
think we are.
Aseir.
I think we are the
I'm
recruits.
Joanna.
Aseir, does that mean that Mom's here?
Madre mio.
What?
Well.
Angry mom's like right over there.
But none of us know that.
Suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, when
We don't see her yet, so
Yeah,
calm
yeah.
down.
Okay, I'm just excited.
yeah, so Celis says like.
Gang.
So what did Celis
Put
say
in your
again?
pants, please.
I said, Aseir, if we're with the Strange right now, does that mean Mom's here?
He doesn't. After he says that, do you want to have like speak of the devil moment or Harley?
Well, I was gonna say really quick.
No,
Joanna
not yet.
introduced herself
Not
to
yet.
Bamathy.
Okay.
She went over. She said, "Hi, I'm Joanna. It's nice to meet you."
It's nice to meet you too. And she takes your hand with both of hers and shakes it very vigorously.
Oh my gosh, Joanna's heart just like swells up, and she's just like, "What an adorable person! I'm adopting her." Like that's
She's
literally
older
what
than
is
you
running
are.
through Joanna's. Like
She's older than you are.
that
is
doesn't
older
mean
than
you
you are.
can't. That doesn't mean you can't adopt. Hello?
I know how old she is.
That does not mean you cannot adopt.
And what's your puppy's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Luna. She like,
Luna! Oh my gosh!
Uh,
She bends down and like offers her hand for Luna to sniff. Would
uh,
you like
ye-
Luna to take her or no? It's up to you.
Luna just sort of like excitedly just starts licking her hand.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. And she like scratches underneath her chin and then gets back up like right away to look at the rest of them. And the rest of you, and she points at Celis. You were looking for someone, right? Do you know anyone in particular that you think you might find? Granted, the silver strain is very spread out, but you are in the right place if you're looking for them in the north.
Joanna sort of looks at Aseir expectantly, just sort of like does she know? I think she knows that his mom's part of the silver strain, right?
Yeah.
Ignatia Lockhart, is she here?
Commander Lockhart, of course you'd be looking for her. She is currently, You know, I don't know where she is, actually. She had a meeting earlier this morning, and then she told me to get on some leatherwork assignments for some of our rogues, and I got on that, and then I had to readjust and take a break, and that's where we're at.
So where exactly is here?
So, okay, why don't I give you the grand tour? But let's get everybody else, you, and she points at Holcomb.
She points at who?
Can you introduce yourself to me?
Holcomb.
Oh.
Who did she point at?
Holcomb.
Holcomb.
Still on his back. Holcomb Garrick.
Holcomb's having one of those help I've followed and can't get up.
Holcomb Garrick.
I sometimes go by
That fall
Badger.
wasn't too bad, was it?
I sometimes go by Badger, but that's for friends only.
Would you like me to call you that?
No, I'm good. And slowly gets
You're
back to
good
his
with
feet.
Holcomb, alright? And, you in the back. Points at Drake.
I'm Drake Yasmin. I am from the Golds of an Einfujar.
Oh, I believe I've heard your name before. One of your associates is with us.
Oh, you have Zanat.
Yeah, no.
No,
Nasli.
Yes. And Zanat is with me. And I point to Zanat.
And Zanat kind of waves awkwardly. She says, oh yeah, Mira's told me really nice things about you. And Zanat's just kind of like, not really sure how to respond, but nods expectantly. So Zanat, Drake, Holcomb.
Orenda helps Holcomb stand up.
Yeah, he already just got to his feet.
Joanna, Luna, you with the black and Resign, kind of adjusts his coat. You can kind of see him try and he's gotten up by now, but he's still kind of shaken. Resign Rivera. I would consider myself an ally of them. I kind of stumbled on here on accident. I'm very sorry. I don't know how familiar you are with the nature of portals. And Bamathi's like, oh yeah, sometimes it just does this at random. I guess this was one of those fortunate happenstances. So Resign. All right, what's your name? I hope you're nice. And you, and she points at Aseir.
Oh shit!
He's very quiet.
I never introduced myself either. Ha!
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
Wait, said it. Whoops.
Let's just say you did.
Okay, so then retcon. She'll point at Celis. You.
Celis
You
Vosaurus.
who I asked who I was looking for.
She should remember me from a while ago.
And your name? I didn't catch that.
Wait, Celis or wait, who?
Celis. She didn't catch Celis.
Celis Vosaurus.
Celis.
Captain Lockhart and I kind of go way back.
You kind of what? What do you do?
I said we kind of go way back.
Captain Lockhart and I go way back, and he's referring to me.
But was I referring to?
No, I heard
I think he's referring to Ignite.
She kind of furrows her brows.
Could have been either.
And she says, Commander, you mean?
I don't know. Do you want to tell her? Should I tell her? Should we leave her in the dark?
Joanna looks at Aseir. She says, if you don't, I will.
Do what you want.
He's the son of Ignatia Lockhart.
And I guess by proxy, I'm also part of the family.
That you are.
You're not serious, are you?
We're dead serious.
Well, to my knowledge, her son has been dead for the past 2 years.
Well,
Oh, this is fortuitous.
He is.
Oh wow. Oh goodness. This is very important news for me to bring back to her. And I'm assuming you all will be wanting to meet her right away. No?
Whenever's fine. I mean, she looks towards Aseir. She says, "I don't know. Do you want to see her soon?"
It would be nice.
It's kind of quiet.
I mean, we've been searching for your mother, and she's right here.
He's kind of like looking around. He literally.
Do you want to make like a perception roll or anything?
I would love to make a perception check to see if I recognize any faces here.
Everybody make a perception.
And you get a perception.
I offer one, and everyone jumps at the opportunity.
I got a 25.
Ooh.
Nice one.
Hey, Celis's perception or wisdom bonus isn't that good.
No, I thought his was high.
No, he only has
passive
15 passive
perception.
because.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
of being
thought-
observant.
I thought you hit
Although
higher.
my passive perception's a 15, so there's that.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah.
You rolled.
Do I see anybody that looks like a Seer?
I'm right here.
Did you make your perception roll?
Oh.
I had asked you to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Goofy.
Oh, very nice.
Hey,
Oh,
we got
Okay.
matching
So-
twinsies. Oh my god.
Okay.
Jesus.
This is gonna be very, very, very over the top, cinematic,
emotional.
dramatic,
I
fantastic,
I got
baby.
this.
Wow.
I got a song. I got.
As you do have a song, play the song.
Yeah.
A fucking song.
I gotta like structure this in my head real quick. Give me a moment.
It's gonna be real like calm first.
Yeah. So basically, as Bamathy's kind of like freaking out a little bit, and everyone, there's like a murmur that goes through like the rest of the crowd of people around you, as this information is presented to Miss Bamathy. That murmur after a second or two kind of hushes, as another individual kind of makes her way over, and you hear it's very, very casual steps as she says, "That won't be necessary, Mr. Mellon." And she looks upon all of you, kind of stopping short right there, and you see this woman in heavy black armor. She has very wild, long, dark hair with a shock of white through it. She looks to be in about like, how old did we say she was? Like early 40s, late 30s.
Yeah, or like early around 40s.
Yeah, and with scarring on her face, and one of her eyes is kind of permanently closed. And she looks on at all of you. Oh god, I'm nervous.
It's okay.
Whew.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, now my hands are I was given a slime.
I'm a slime person.
He was
I
good.
was given a slime to
Really quick,
my
Joanna.
nerves.
I was gonna say
And now my
Joanna sort
hands are
of.
sticky.
I was gonna say Joanna sort of takes
Wonderful
Asir's hand and sort of kind of squeezes it before sort of motioning him and giving him like a soft push from his back towards Ignatia.
Yeah. He slowly steps forward.
When he steps aside it,
Yeah,
aside
I'll
his-
just leave it at that. You guys can interact.
yeah. Celis puts his arm around Aseir, and the two of them walk over to meet Ignatia.
Very calmly, without a word. You just look. I'm just staring at her.
She's just looking at you. Her eyes radiate more emotion than like the rest of her face is still. She's shoulders back, stood tall. But her eyes like quiver a little bit, looking on at you, Aseir. And you can see this wave of emotion that she's holding back just by looking at your mom.
Asir's also trying to hold back some emotion. He feels like a lump in his chest. He sheaths his blade because he had it out a little bit. Arms behind his back. Clicks his feet together. Tries to hold his head up high. Commander Lockhart. Captain Lockhart reporting for duty.
What was that?
I said, Commander. Captain Lockhart reporting for duty.
Oh.
I see you're still in good shape.
You can look better.
Well, been through the meat grinder in a couple different ways, but still in one piece, mostly.
Yeah.
I can safely assume the companions you travel with are formidable. She kind of briefly looks at the, there's just a brief movement of her eye that you can see she's looking over at the rest of them before looking back at Aseir.
Oh shit! Question. I just literally thought about this. For the DM, is Joanna still wearing her Hawkwind signa on her?
Probably.
How do you wear it? Like, is it just on your armor?
It's.
And you haven't
it's a little,
updated your armor look.
It's a little faded, but yeah, there's like a bit of it. Like it looks a little bit worn out, like she's been trying to like kind of get rid of it.
Deface it.
Yeah, but it's there. If anybody looks very closely, you can tell.
Okay, yeah, it's still on you.
So I think it would say like, "I am a Hawkwind, but I don't like it." That's what I think.
I don't know.
It would be
Ignatia
more
knows that.
like
God, I don't like it.
I would say like the Hawkwind insignia. It's like the symbol of like the Highland itself. So people might think, "Oh, you're with the Elvish military."
Well, wouldn't
or Elvish nobility.
Do they
as opposed to directly like, "That's Bastion's daughter." You might be like, "Oh, you're with the Elven."
Oh, because I thought that the family would get like specific stuff, which is why I was wondering.
I don't
I
think
might
so.
say no.
I don't think so.
Just for convenience's sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Aseir sees that Mom just is referring to the rest of the crew. He looks back. He quickly looks back and then he faces her. I would give them my life. I would lay down my life for them as if they were my own crew or my own platoon.
And then
They are my shield brothers and sisters.
Girlfriend.
I resemble that remark.
I'm
Girlfriend.
kind of surprised to hear you talk like that.
So is Orenda.
And that is when you see her stony face break, and she immediately just embraces you.
Oh!
Got me fucked up. Got me crying in the
Holding
club.
on as tightly as she can. You feel her entire frame just shake.
Oh!
Yep, Aseir is at this point also returning the hug, burying his face in her, like on the side of her shoulder. He's crying. Yeah.
Bobby.
They're both like, he's trying to keep himself steady.
Celis puts a hand on Aseir's shoulder and softly says, "We're finally home. Took some doing, but we're finally home."
Yeah.
Something of it.
Yeah.
And she pulls away and looks on at Celis and says, there's a lot that I need to catch you up on, especially the two of you, but also your traveling companions. Let's find a place to sit and discuss things, as it were. Mr. Mellon! And Bamathi's immediately to attention and comes over.
Yes, Commander?
Gather the rest of them with you, and let's meet. Let me actually look at the map better and find like a place.
There's a little storage room right here, and I could put a table. There's a storage room right here. I'm gonna ping it.
Okay. Let's meet in the storage room somewhere quiet, I can presume. And Bamathi nods, says,
Okay, let's get the tour started then. If you guys can all just, follow me to the storage room, and we're gonna talk with the commander. That's exciting. Let's go.
Joanna sees Drake sort of like walk over a little bit, and she looks at him and she says, "Are you okay?"
Where the heck did Bamathi go?
She's hidden.
Oh, she just moved a little bit.
Joanna asked him if he was okay, because he sort of like moved away.
Yeah, he was just, while they were having that moment, Drake was just kind of giving them his space, and when he kind of like motioned back to them, Drake kind of stepped away. He's not really part of your group as much, so he just kind of stepped back. But yeah, we'll follow Bamathi.
Orenda...
Oh, sorry. You go ahead first.
Orenda would, as Bamathi starts to get further away from people, Orenda would sort of pull her off to the side and whisper in her ear that Resign knew me from before, and then they give her a smile and a thumbs up as if to say, he's cool, he's cool. And Bamathi would know what before.
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
Resign knew Orenda before they were Orenda. He cool.
Okay.
And then
are you sure he has a virtue name? And she kind of grimaces.
Orenda gives her a look like,
what? You know, usually they all turn out like total assholes.
Miss Bamathi?
Yes, Kill?
Trust this one. He's good.
Although Orenda said that in Infernal.
Yeah, he's talking in Infernal too.
It's an infernal conversation. So they all sound like.
And he nods.
Sound like a trio of devils in the room.
My hands are all slimy.
Joanna sort of gently grabs Drake's hand, and she's does she know that he's thinking like, I'm not as much as part of your group as you'd like to think?
Well, I think it's kind of obvious for people who are looking. Like he wasn't doing it as like
passive.
Yeah, like he wasn't sitting there going like, no, not me, and dramatically. Kind of like taking a respectful step back, as in, not me.
She looks at him and she says, you're part of our family now, right?
I know. We've fought a lot together, and I respect our bond very much. But it's okay. You don't have to.
No, Drake. Look me in the eye, damn it. Okay, we were all worried about you. I mean, especially me. You were gone for so long. I And she sort of gently reaches again, and she gets this like very sort of like strained look, as if she really was affected by the fact that he just disappeared. And she says, we didn't know if we'd find you, and I didn't know if I was going to be prepared to lose somebody else.
Don't worry. It's okay. You're scared about something, but I think at the end of the day, you know what's most important. And he kind of takes you, kind of reaching for him, and kind of like redirects you and says, I think he needs your help a little more than I do right now. And he kind of sends you towards Aseir.
She kind of gets this surprised look, and she says, don't try to dodge this, Drake. I know what you're doing.
Don't worry about me. Please.
Drake, and she sort of whispers to him, we have been very intimate. You don't need to hide your emotions or your thinking from me.
There's nothing to hide. He needs your help. Come on. You need to help. I'm not the person that needs help right now.
I don't...
Sorry.
What the fuck? Wait, I did not hear what happened. What happened?
There was this little quip in the chat, and it's great.
Big dodging feelings like a true rogue.
Oh my lord, you guys.
I use uncanny dodge on my feelings.
Kitty dodge? Or is it evasion? I don't know. Whichever is applicable.
Got me in my feelings. Kiki, do you love me?
Okay. But
So
yeah, so you're gonna go the Drake route. So
the Bam Bam.
So go the Drake route.
Oh yeah. She looks and she says, I don't know if he wants me to help him right now. I mean,
It's okay. Just it's okay. Don't worry about me. I'm in my zone. This is business. We gotta focus on business right now.
she sort of rolls her eyes and she kind of goes, she gets this look and she's like, of course is this happening? I should have like expected this. And gets this sort of disheartened look, and she looks at her feet and she goes, right, yeah, sure. And she walks away.
Orenda would motion over for Resign to follow them. They don't want him to feel left out.
Joanna looks at Luna and she says, go with the queue, darling. Go with the queue.
Oh, I'm assuming this is all like happening like while you're walking.
Yeah.
So I was just still waiting for his hug, damn it.
He got it!
What is he? Where my hug?
Hug!
See some sad fuckboy?
Someone's
Where my hug at?
excited.
Like some neck beard?
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
Jesus Christ.
Oh goodness gracious.
Alright. Okay, composure.
And Joanna goes over to Aseir and just like gently walks over and just sort of awkwardly sort of waits for him.
You get a look from Ignatia.
She immediately bows and she's like, hello. It's very nice to meet you, Commander. Aseir's told me some stuff about you. My name, Joanna. Joanna.
Joanna
stops.
Hulk?
She just says, my last name doesn't.
Was that what you said?
You said Joanna.
Don't worry about it.
Hulk. And then she looks back at Aseir and Celis. like she says Hawk, like noted. and then turns.
She literally does not want to get on Mom's bad side because she knows her dad's responsible for everything bad that's happened to them.
She's good blood.
Hold on, I'm making a note real quick before I do this. Okay.
Wait, does
yeah?
does Ignatia really fall for the lie?
Make a deception check.
Well,
Hopefully.
the thing is, I don't
Hopefully
know.
not
If she
with
said,
the
did you say
chaos.
that? Yes, that was your last name.
No, she just said forget about my last name. It doesn't matter.
My name
Yeah.
is not.
See, in response to that, she kind of like just says "hawk" to you. Like that's what she's gonna call.
Does she
you.
not notice the symbol at all?
No.
Mm-mm.
And she just looks at Ignatia. She says, "Please forgive me. I just don't. Just call me Joanna. That's it."
She's good blood. She stammers a lot, which gets annoying, but she's good blood.
She hits Aseir's shoulder at that very hard.
Her heart's usually in the right place. Her methods are a little weird, but you know.
She looks
Well,
at
if you're
Celis.
going
She
to
looks at Celis
say
like, "Don't make
anything,
me
say
hate you
with
too much."
confidence. Understand? Ignatius talking to you.
What does she say? I did not hear her.
She says, "Hawk, if you're going to say anything, say it with confidence, mind you."
She looks at Aseir very nervously. Like, she kind of looks into his eyes like, should I say it?
He nods.
Use your words, Joanna. I'll do that.
Wait, what did you say, Lawrence?
He nods solemnly.
My name
Probably
is Joanna Hawkwin.
Probably not the best thing to say out
Is
in the
it
open.
now?
Yes, yes, Commander. And Joanna sort of looks down at her feet, sort of ashamed.
Look up.
What did he say?
I said look up.
Eyes up.
She immediately just bounces back. Like, it's sort of like, at that, it's such a, how do I describe it? It's definitely an immediate impulse considering what her father's put her through. So she just immediately like pops up and goes rigid. Like, kind of like a soldier.
Yep.
She reiterates again, "Hawk,
Hawkwin.
go follow your friends.
Yeah.
It's Hawkwin.
Hawk.
Your name is Hawk here. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
And go follow my associate."
She looks at Aseir like, "You want me to walk with you?" Sort of way.
He smiles. He genuinely smiles. And he just like, "Commander, permission to speak. On behalf of
Permission
this-
granted.
Have her stay with us. She'll be useful."
Are you sure?
Very
And
much so.
she just sort of shyly takes his hand.
Yep. He pulls you up.
We won't be staying here much longer ourselves. It would be better to discuss everything in a quiet place where there are not as many trainees.
Yeah, is everyone looking at us like they just like
Yeah.
stop their training?
They're just staring at you, dramatic fuckers.
And off to the
Yeah,
side,
basically.
it sounds like 3 devils are talking.
Just
And then Aseir sort of like, nods to Joanna. "What are you doing? Get back to training,
Oh.
god dang it!"
And Celis pipes in with,
Makes me so fun.
"What are you all standing around for?
Get back to training
Captain,
now!
Commander didn't give you guys permission to gawk."
You don't give the orders here. I do.
I was hoping I could have used that +8 intimidation.
I am
Damn.
a captain. Again, I am a captain.
And Ignatia kind of smiles a little bit wryly at the two of you, and literally like puts a hand on each of your cheeks and pinches them.
She's underwriting your intimidation with momness.
This is why Sethra calls you commander.
Precisely.
You
Now
see
go.
Celis. You see Celis's face light up a little bit.
My associate.
Very well.
Celis snaps to attention, says, "Yes, ma'am,"
Very well. Come on.
and heads off.
Yeah.
And we walk away together.
So, Lawrence,
Showing my
can you
ass.
move them to the storage room, or at least like help me like
Where's the
find
storage
their way
room?
in?
I got you. I'm gonna
Probably
need.
In this
somewhat
map.
lower on the map.
I'm going to amalgamate every last one of you fuckers.
Good.
No, I don't want to be a amalgam.
I'll check a bow wow?
Not
Question
like
mark?
that.
Are we having an orgy now? What?
No.
Yeah.
Ew.
Wait, hold on. No, what's your face?
No, we're having a sleepover party. It's
No,
called
no.
a snorgy.
Oh!
Dude.
And thank you, Courtney, for giving me that phrase.
Hey.
What is it? Have sleep apnea or something?
Hey, sleep apnea is no fucking joke, man. I almost died from that shit when I was 4.
Tight.
Little deer in the stream chat says, "Give him his hug."
No, I love Julian. I love
And then he got
Julian.
strangled.
With a hug.
and died.
With a hug it.
With a hug.
All right. So you all
We
head
knew.
over. We knew.
And it won't let
Oh
me
wait,
scroll to the left.
We would pass by the bar, right?
So we'll do that in a bit. They
Okay.
can go back.
I said we were about to pass by the bar. Yeah.
Are you about to buy me a drink,
Would you
babe?
like to?
I thought that's the way to go past get to the
Yes.
room.
Would you like to? Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. All
We
right.
go here.
You guys want to stop there?
Yeah.
I could go for a drink.
'Cause there is a bar. As you all go through this,
Absolutely.
you're very clearly like in a cave, but there's all different like human structures kind of built throughout the winding
Company.
tunnels and everything. And there's still some
How about
patchy
face?
areas that are just like natural stone and rock, but then there's also some things kind of laid out. And you go to this small little bar area, and you there's not a whole lot of people. Very much more associates are they're training over in that area or like elsewhere. But there's a couple of people. There's a couple of like archers and stuff that are just on a break. And Drake, you see over at the bar chatting up a gnome in dark clerical robes. You see Mira Nazli, your second in command, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, your second in
My
command.
third in command. Not
Third in-
getting Silas.
Ah, that's right. Third in command. With her, she's kind of average height. With bright red skin and dark green hair and bright green eyes. Little Miss Christmas tree in dark brown leather.
I'll call her Nosley.
She kind of perks up and looks at you. Drake.
We're doing something right now. I didn't realize we were here. Zinat, here. We'll catch you up on the situation.
Sure. What are you doing here so soon?
We're not really sure ourselves.
All right. We'll catch up later, I guess.
Yeah.
And Akil, you see that gnome? He's someone you know.
Oh.
Oh shit.
A gnome?
Someone you
Nanny?
know. She's this short gnome in long black clerical robes with some bronze insignias like embroidered on them in relation to the goddess Asia, the shield goddess of life. And she's got long, dark black hair, pretty violet eyes, pale skin, and very, very heavy dark makeup. And as soon as she sees a kill, she drops her drink. Spills it all over the fucking ground.
Oh, gravity check. Alcohol abuse.
And as it shatters, out from her hair crawls a bright red chipmunk and jumps off her shoulder to lick it up.
And she just get sick.
No, Wedge, get off of that. No, that's not for you. And she picks him up, puts him back on her shoulder, and kind of goes over and immediately just runs and tackle hugs a kill.
Aww.
He's like, hey. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
You remember me, right?
Yes?
Oh, good. Oh.
New character sheet, who dis?
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, but
what do you say? Sorry.
Bitch named Becky.
No.
He said, no. He said, hi. Of course I remember you. And he basically, like, he actually has the strength to pick her up.
Oh, yeah. Because she's tiny.
Yeah, huggles.
She's small lady.
Okay, I need to get to a meeting soon, but please stay here. We will catch up.
Of course.
We will catch up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We'll catch up.
Yes.
All right.
No. You're with the commander?
Yes. And
How exciting! Go! And she pushes you. But Wedge actually crawls up onto your shoulder.
Oh.
That reminds me, we still have the kobold, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Yep. Kobold.
We should still have the kobold with us.
Yeah, we
locked
should
in
do.
some of Drake's stuff.
Yes, baby is in Drake's
Jeez, Drake, you're supposed to be
in
watching.
Drake's stuff unless baby moved to me because baby might have moved to me.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if baby was hiding in Joanna's braid.
You know, baby's hidden in Drake's stuff.
Baby's hiding in Joanna's weave.
Snatch. Yeah.
Baby has two parents, and that is Joanna and Drake.
Great, co-parenting already. This relationship's gonna last.
Oh my
That's the last thing I expected.
Drake, you are not the father.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, great, we'll be Jerry's prayer show.
Okay,
Oh,
so
thank the
well,
gods.
Bruce Star.
as the chipmunk runs up to Akil, he's just like, "It's good to see you too, little buddy. Okay, I'll please stay with Mama, and I'll be back real quick. It's good to see you again, Topaz."
You see Wedge kind of look a little disappointed, and then hops on Topaz's shoulder, and she kind of holds him tightly. Says, yes, no, sorry about that. You know how he is.
Of course I do. I wouldn't. This little guy saved my life so many times. Okay, thank you.
Go.
Yes, we'll go.
Ever since the hug, Orenda has been watching this with their eyes wide and a lopsided grin slowly getting bigger.
And Akil's just going, go. He pushes
Does
There
he
you
actually
go. We
push
have that nice little stop there. Yeah.
Yeah, kill. Who is that?
That is the woman that saved my life, along with Aseir. And Aseir sort of
Who
like,
is this?
Aseir, as we pass her by, Aseir also looks and notices, and he's just like, about damn time. He's sort of like, well, I might as well be. The Raven Queen sure does know something.
In response to Celis, Orenda puts up their hand and goes, "Before I came into the picture. Not long before, but..."
Okay. I am going to... Hold on, y'all. I am going to... put the camera...
Wait, when the fuck? Mike is trying to place this. This must have happened when I wasn't a part of the shenanigans yet.
This is...
Yeah, that's pretty much Orenda's grit. That's pretty much Orenda's face.
Oh, and I send Zanat to stay with Nosley.
Okay.
So I can't track her.
I got her.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Off at the
Yep.
end of it.
Yeah.
Ah.
For YouTube, Millen posted a gif of
The sloth from Zootopia, whatever his face was.
slowly
goodness.
smiling with the description Orenda's
Yeah,
grin,
without
and it's accurate.
without the slow laugh at the end.
Yeah.
Ha! 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 Anyway.
Let me just put.
So while they were walking there, was there any other people faces that that I recognized?
No,
Or that
it's
Celis
all new
recognized?
blood for you.
Mm.
Some quite literally and figuratively. Like you see a lot of like people training. You see some newbies to combat. You see
Is this the entrance to Camp Half-Blood? From the
Oh my
Percy
God.
Jackson movie?
Shut the fuck up. But no, these are all strangers to you except for Ignatia.
That mom.
And it's a very diverse crowd. You see tieflings, you see Azamor, you see full blood elves. Joanna, you're seeing more half elves than you've ever seen in your entire life.
Good.
You're seeing fucking shifters, like it's crazy. All the different types of people that you're seeing just all collectively training, some with their hands visible, and those who you can see on the back of their hands all have a silver dragon tattooed, and some have it real small, some have it going all the way up the arm, but most of them have it just kind of centered on the back of their palm.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
Yes. This wouldn't be an in-character question, but this should be something that I would know. So, you a while ago you talked about how each of the different resistance groups have their own ways about stuff when it comes to this is how we solve the problem. What do the Silver Strain stand for? What is their methodology and whatnot?
That is
Mission
something.
statement, essentially.
Okay. Basically, while the golds more are they have the gold and the silver kind of have the same goals, but the golds accomplish it differently. The golds stay along the lines like going out in different squadrons and accomplishing individual meaningful tasks through adventuring, like traditional adventuring. Silver, they are kind of forming their own military.
Okay.
That's how they see it.
So they're basically trying to form their own resistance movement, where it's their own.
Well, it's not their own, because there are other factions. They have assistance from everybody.
So they're basically like the military arm of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to clarify for my own knowledge because of the connection that he would have to them, but Mike was trying
So
to
they
put two
have
and two
like
together.
one whole structured military, as opposed to the golds. That's more like small groups that are more active.
They're more like cells based versus you have a larger strike force.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. Basically like Spec Ops versus, full on platoon warfare.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, continue. Sorry for that side trail.
It's okay.
Going back to your remark, because I was summoned first. About there being so many like elves and half elves. Joanna gets this like surge of like excitement and awe, and with all the different like other classes and species too. She's never seen anything like it, and she's literally just like sort of bopping a little bit with glee as they're walking, as she's holding Aseir's hand.
Yep. And then
you see this very she's trying to contain her grin. Like she is excited.
Did Orenda pick up on any looks of recognition?
Recognition as far as what?
Oh shit, where's this person been for almost 4 years?
No.
Okay.
But Resign on the way stays quite close to you.
Aw.
So we'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the corner.
So you all arrive at this kind of back storage area. Well, not quite storage. I mean, there's a table there. So it's just like a back room, like an offshoot.
There's like a Goliath.
There, the ground is. There is a Goliath and a tiefling that kind of nod as Ignatia waves you all in, and the ground of it is kind of it's kind of unfinished. There's a lot of there's like wood foundation there, but there's also a lot of rocks and natural stones. This is very much like a room that's in the process of being completed. And she kind of waves a motion with her hand, and Bamathy turns to, I guess we'll have a sat at this table right here.
Okay.
Get yourselves comfortable, because I think we might be speaking for a while.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well.
Joanna nods and looks at Aseir and then to Ignatia. Aseir?
Oh no.
I said Joanna nods at Bamathy and then looks to Aseir, to Ignatia, and then back to Aseir.
Yep. He's just sitting across. He's sitting across from his mom.
Wait, is she sitting next to him?
Mom is. I'm gonna say she's kind of up here. She's standing, looking at the rest
I'm
of
away
you.
from my laptop, which is why I'm asking.
Okay.
I'd also imagine that we probably had some drinks and stuff brought in. Yeah.
Joanna got some elven gin, if that exists, but she has not touched a drink.
Y'all did not stop by the bar that long.
It was just a little chit chat. Continue on.
Yeah. We just kind of passed it by real quick. We can go back there after this, but we can.
Okay, that's fair.
You're not being catered to at this establishment, but there is in fact a bar. Ignatia's just kind of standing up. I'll say she a bit. Just kind of slowly pacing. It's not like frantic pacing.
I know.
And kind of stops a little bit for a moment. Says, God, I don't even know who I need to talk to first. Captain, I would like you to catch me up on where you've been exactly for the past 2 years. Start there. Well, not exactly. You don't have to. No, exactly. How did you meet these people?
I think it'd be important to mention we were all kidnapped and held against our will.
Is this out of character?
Was that out of character, Jojo?
No, but she sort of looks at Aseir. No, she looks at Aseir and sort of gives him this look that basically says that tell her we were literally kidnapped and held against our will, so that way we can get forces against Abraxas.
So.
Oh, believe me, it was planning. I was planning on having that come out at some point.
Yeah. Commander, during the past 2 years. After the departure, after the attack on our estate, hostile forces chased I and Lieutenant Celis out, and well, let's just say I've been on the road and I've been busy trying to find our old allies. For the most part.
What was that last bit? Sorry.
He said he's trying to find our old allies for the most part. Like he for the past 2 years he's been walking around just kind of aimlessly doing mercenary jobs, and basically just trying to find Grey Mounds, as well as just having that seething hatred for things. But he doesn't include the hatred part. He's just saying it a matter of factly. I've just been wandering, and we split, and Zealous and I split up.
How did you come about the rest of your allies here with you right now?
Order.
Yeah.
Describe an order. Because Zealous didn't come till later.
I know. Long story short, I found myself ambushed and taken to a place called the Vintage Hall. And during Vintage Hall, there was an arena held by Abraxas Andrai, Outlaw in multiple areas.
Boo!
And he looks, and
The
when
statesman?
he said, yes, and he looks at Kill. It was quite the blemish. I apologize for my uncle's interference, Commander.
We can't help who we're related to, so.
At that, Joanna sort of looks down at her feet, back up.
Yeah. After a while, through happen circumstance, I met Celis, Joanna, and Holcomb within the arena of Vintage Hall. How or why they appeared there, most likely they were ambushed and kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Like I was. Yes. We met Orenda. And I gestured to our stocky bean. We met Orenda shortly
They're not
after.
stocky, they're lanky.
Yeah. We had allies after winning our way and becoming champions of Vintage Hall. We did some things that we were not so proud of, and things that we had to do to survive. Shortly after the games, we, again, with the help of Flux, I'm not so sure if you remember her, but yes.
The name's not familiar.
Bronze.
She is from the Bronze Assembled, and she was able to help us with our situation with Abraxas. Along with her help, we were able to...
That's commendable. Her leader is among us. I will give her a note on that.
Thank you very much. As for Drake and Akil was walking around with... Hold on, let me get her name. It's been a while.
Genevieve.
Yes, Genevieve. With an agent by the name of Genevieve, another Raven Queen member. I am not very familiar with the Raven Queen, but I am indeed learning about her. Thanks to Akil and Celis's support. About our travels, we eventually stumbled upon the leader in Einfrijar. And we were in Coronis for a little while, and then we had to leave shortly after. Thanks to Drake.
Why was that?
Due to
Talons.
Can it be a comedic moment where we just all look at Drake?
He's already. Holcomb's starting to look toward that direction anyway.
Yeah, Joanna just immediately looks at him and tilts her head like this. Bitch, this was all your fault, you know it.
Nisha looks at you then, Drake, and says, what exactly compromised your position?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I had no idea who he was. And I met with some bitch whose name I don't remember.
Wait, who was?
Right now at this moment.
You can make a history roll if you even remember.
That's in my notes. My notes are in Canada.
I know who he met up with.
Cordelia
Greymon.
No.
Oh no, you met her alias, Victoria Lamora.
Victoria Lamora, yes. Who I don't think Drake knows is actually Cordelia Greymon.
No, he did not.
Drake says, I I did not know who these people were, and I was getting some information, but was cornered by Victoria Lamora. So I had to. So, trying to keep myself safe, I gave up who they were and what they were. That's very little of what I knew of it, and saved myself. And then out of her grip, I grabbed our group and left the next day.
Considering your position, you did do the right thing. Fortuitous that you all managed to get there alive.
I did not want to compromise my people, and I take that very seriously. If that means putting other strangers in the fire, so be it. Maybe not the best quality, but
No,
I know where I
I've
stand.
heard that about. It's very commendable.
Thank you. I guess. Maybe not.
Thank you, I guess.
You're devoted to your duty, and that's something I can admire.
Thank you.
Despite the fact that you did put my son and his compatriots in danger, but the chips fall as they may.
I got them out of danger.
With your
Mostly.
skilled contacts, I can assume.
Yes, through the
Money.
Before putting us into it first.
Money helps. And she kind of laughs at that.
yeah.
Welcome says and audibly kind of rolls his eyes.
Yeah. Aseir, he says, which brings me to my next point. The Langport. Sir Drake, I assume, was able to have ties with the Langport. And we were able to have some assistance from them. Granted, we did get raided by another ship called the Widow's Sting, but a bunch of...
The Widow's Sting?
Yes.
Drop pirates.
You see Joanna immediately tense. She is having a good time.
Oh my god!
Yeah, don't do
You
it
gotta
while
get
she's
yourself
right
together.
fucking next to you.
Aseir bites his lip and looks to Joanna and holds her hand. Under the table.
Couple goals, oh my god. And Joanna's hand is on the table, so everybody can see this.
And he looks to, after looking down just a bit, looks up to our commander Ignatia. After we boarded the Widow's Sting and made some reparations with the crew and made allies, of course, we were under attack shortly after. Now, originally we were supposed to arrive in Einfijar. Arrive in... Wait, what was it? It was in Einfijar. We were supposed to arrive in...
Einfijar is not a port city, though.
Spessery.
Immediately.
We arrived in Spessery. We were supposed to arrive in Spessery safely, but unfortunately that was not the case, because one of the contacts, by the name of Skonhilder, who was supposed to be our greeting party,
sold us out to the Talons.
Because of seeing as the captain of the...
Why would Captain Quill put his faith in Hilda? I may not know him personally, but he seemed like a smarter individual.
For that I do not know.
I guess it was emotions.
There
get
are
the
other
best of him.
ships there are other drow ships that are associates of he would certainly not associate with the likes of him. Why would the most powerful on the high seas do something?
Well, shortly after... Well, shortly after, the reasons may be his own, it does not matter. Because shortly after, we were attacked by a legion of Black Talons, and we were able to escape, but unfortunately, the Widow's Sting was captured.
Apprehended
by the... Yes, by the Black Talons shortly after.
Joanna is, she looks down at her lap and she's trying to hold back tears.
Yeah, he squeezes your hand. And then afterwards, after some drifting, we were able to recuperate and we were saved. by Rosamund Garnadai and her compatriot Yar. I don't know if...
Orenda's starting to look a bit like, oh poop, not this again.
Yeah. With the help of... With their aid, we were able to arrive to the city, mostly unharmed. Not without a few bumps in the road, but definitely we were able to arrive in the city. That is where we met with... And he pauses for a second. We met up with the Einfijar Golds, and the rest of them all. Now, while I was there in Einfijar, we met with the Queen Moriah, and the rest of her company, who were on a diplomatic mission for whatever reason I do not know. But mostly to...
The Queen and the Golds, we were discussing some plans, hoping to try and make some form of alliance between the two of us. However, well, as you'll say, didn't quite turn out that way, but I still have hope that we can still talk to her. We could still work something out.
Right. I had been in talks with her son, Prince Felix, about requiring some aid. I'm assuming decided to make the plunge.
Yes, it was a very great opportunity that just didn't go our way.
Speaking of which, we, along with Queen Mariah, we were able to meet up with Captain Roland Freespear, and we were able
Captain Freespear,
yes. We were also able to meet up with Hakan Arya, Zinat Capriel, and a few others. He hesitates at this as flashbacks of Arya are in his head.
Oh.
Joanna sees this and she doesn't know what happened. She doesn't even know who this person is, but she just squeezes Aseir's hand because she can see how affected he is.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to meet up and...
we all caught glimpses of her, but we never interacted.
Yeah. During the conflict, we were... during the meeting, we were ambushed by Robin Greymound and a couple of other Black Talons while we were there. And unfortunately, that is where my side of the story and our side of the story got a little bit hazy because we were split up shortly during the fight, per se.
What's your side of the story, Aseir? You haven't told us yet.
Lots of screaming and lots of flashes are in his head right now and images.
Joanna looks at Drake and she says, "Let's
nice
not."
long reverb tail.
Please,
I need to know what happened.
Joanna looks at Drake and she says, "Let's not push him, okay? He's obviously."
What happened?
No, you need to know. Drake needs to know. Shortly after our separation, what's Drake's one of like Drake's friends?
Silix?
Silas? Yeah,
Silix.
Okay.
Celix.
Yeah, Celix.
With an X.
Yeah. Celix, Captain Wing...
The lieutenant
Captain
guy
Wings.
who was spinning in circles.
Yeah. Lieutenant Celix, Captain Freespear,
Captain Freespear,
Miss Queen Mariah, and hold on, I'm getting. I mean, I know their names. Just give me a second.
No worries.
Exhale Lilith, Hakan Oria, Zinat Capriel. No. Zinat was with y'all yet.
Yeah.
Back.
Euphoria Mateo.
Euphoria, Mateus.
Mateo.
Thank you. Lots of names.
Lots of names. It's all fine.
Yeah. Basically, I relay the information. Arya Storm, along with a few other associates. We retreated into a bunker and waited out the storm that is the Black Talons. And during that waiting period, we went out separately and went our separate ways to possibly regroup, and I assisted in accompanying Queen Moriah due to our position being compromised. Because I forgot to mention, during the fight, before we were split up, Queen Moriah had attacked a Black Talon from what I've heard, and was speaking of something about war brewing. Well, war's already brewing, so why not? That being said, after I'm also breathing because I'm trying to remember. It's okay. But also like Seer's like trying to like recuperate.
Good.
Yeah.
Drake's kind of on edge.
Drake, not Drake. What? Jojo squeezes his hand and she just sort of whispers, "Take your time."
Thank you. So, one by one, well, in groups, we were able to escape. Hopefully the rest of everyone else was able to escape. And that's where I also met Ira. Rihanna girl.
Inma Greenstone.
Yeah.
Just call her Rihanna.
Yeah. I know. But I just remember our conversations with her. That is where I got the message, the sending stone from Miss Inma. And you.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Yes.
I received her communication signal and heard your voice.
With a bittersweet smile, he chuckles, but shortly after turns into a solemn frown. After that, we were unfortunately arrested, apprehended by the Black Talons with Arya Storm and Miss Queen Moriah in tow.
You lost the queen? You got her trapped?
Let me finish! So after we were apprehended, we were interrogated. I was sent to go find the General Captain Imran Wingspire and discussed my feelings for our past relationship, let's just say that. And boldly declared my feelings after that. While Arya Storm was sent to be interrogated by Mr. Robin Greymount, I broke from my binds, caused a bit of a fuss in the interrogation hall, and Queen Moriah was able to escape, at least from what I saw. After that, I do not know if she escaped, but she was given a head start to run. And then as I went over to retrieve my weapons, that is where Arya Storm sacrificed her life for mine. I had the bastard within my grasp. I clutched his throat and I would have beaten him within an inch of his life. But that was not to be.
At least you made it out with yours.
Arya was one of the best. She was loyal to her lieutenant. She worked incredibly hard. It's shitty way to go.
A good shield, sister. Anyways, before I was able to strangle and wrangle the life out of that bastard Robin, I found myself transported, hearing an unfamiliar voice. A voice of a man I do not know. and somehow finding myself in the wilderness. That was where I met all of you. And shortly after our little spat there, we jumped into the area that I was supposed to, well, everyone else decided to jump into. And that's...
point to Drake. He pushed me.
And that's where we are. That's where you see before us now.
Quick question for the DM, because I'm a
Yes.
cheesy bitch. Oh, Luna, wait, Luna needs to be by mommy. Luna's gonna be, let's just say Luna's on Joanna's.
Okay.
Does Ignatius notice how close Joanna and Aseir are? Like, does she
She's
notice,
not really
like,
paying attention.
She's not,
She
yeah.
don't notice hand holding?
Yeah, Aseir, while he's holding her hand, he's trying to maintain a level of professionalism.
No, I understand, but still, like, Joanna's being very,
she's just focusing on what
Joanna's
it's
being
Cheesy
very,
bitch.
Joanna's being very gentle and caring.
I know.
I'm just wondering, I'm cheesy beach. I fuck with the queso, okay? Like,
Instead of going cheese, you gotta go ham.
We had some good ass queso today.
Yeah. So after Aseir finishes his, like, you know, there's a little spat, like, you know, relaying the tales of what happened.
also a recap for viewers who are coming in new.
Yes. Yes.
Handy dandy big campaign
You
recap.
freaked out when we said recap episode.
For most
Yeah.
of
Oh
them.
god, it's a recap episode of an anime.
Oh God.
Except
So
well,
basically, it's filler.
We go.
yeah. So
No.
Not
so after that,
I would like Carly and Jillian to know that I also hit the whoa as y'all said that.
okay, guys. I'm going to go to the restroom real
Yes.
quick. I'm going to the restroom real quick.
How
you
dare
guys,
you?
guys go do your own thing while Aseir, like, you know, holds Joanna's hand and
Actually,
waits for you all to
DM
speak.
has to take a potty break as well.
Yes.
So-
Okay, so 5 minute
Do it quick, you motherfucker. We're not having another repeat of us not finishing the fucking things.
Yeah. I will be right back to you.
We're sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Of
And I
this
was-
room.
Oh, I also saw that
like,
you,
when-
both of you bitches, played that unicorn game without me, so I'm
I'll be
angry.
right back.
Oh, the
I don't own that unicorn game. It's my
I
my
played that.
sister's
That-
fiance
I love
has
the
the game.
I saw you bitches played without me.
Played that. Then Julian takes over
Jillian,
as GM
you
and
need to
causes a
come-
TPK.
You need
The
to
end.
come to Houston on the weekend of the 22nd.
Right then and there, a tear forms in the air above the room.
Oh wait, yeah, I have
and four
access to the-
gigantic, ginormous
Oh,
meteors fall into the place.
Should
Everybody
I
roll
wreck?
dexterity saving
But
throws.
Everyone
Jillian, what were you
shit?
saying?
Hold on. Yeah, baby.
Hello?
Yeah, baby.
Hello?
Goodbye, Bamothy.
Timothy, where you go? Oh my god, is this you, Jillian? I swear to god.
Oh, Justin Large.
Timothy turned into a Tarrasque.
Oh my lord.
Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh no!
Jillian, you need to come to
Literal-
Houston.
oh, no.
You need to
Right,
come to
right.
Houston on the weekend of the 21st.
Just
We
ate
may.
a fucking
I may.
mushroom.
Because then I can finally see you and Harley that weekend.
Yay! Group
Because I'm definitely
People group.
going to see Harley because my mom already promised me and she can't break
Walking
her
in the
promise.
background. What in the nine hells? Walking around.
I like big girls, itty bitty
I'm
girls,
not- I'm just-
Mississippi
I'm
girls, and the
taking
city
them,
girls,
but-
like the pretty girls
What are
with
you
the
doing?
bow tie. Get your nails did. Let it blow dry.
Phoebe likes
Bamothy turned
fat.
into a Tarrasque.
Bamothy became a kaiju.
No, Harley. I like big
I
girls,
can't
itty bitty
hear you
girls.
again. There we go. Now I can hear.
I like big girls, itty bitty girls, Mississippi
Itty bitty
girls,
girls.
and the city girls. I like the
And the
pretty
city
girls
girls.
with the bow tie. Get your nails did. Let it blow
Big
dry.
girls, huge girls, absolutely enormous girls. Big girls.
5'8"
Just
boys.
Big girls.
5'8"
don't
piece
cry.
of little piece of shit boy. 5'8" little mousy boys.
Little mousy boys that crawl up the wall and look around for cheese.
Damn it. I was hoping Tarrasque Bamthi would be a fun side plot.
It would be funny though.
We've it all done.
Although I actually will say this in canon, there was a Tarrasque.
Where?
It's dead now.
It's like one existed
The
at some point in
Tarrasque
the world?
that exists in this world is long killed.
Too bad.
Can I ask, Senor Drake something?
Sure.
Knock yourself out.
May I see little dragon baby?
Quite literally, if you have to.
Oh, yeah. So I will say, while we're waiting for Sierra, I'll fill in some blanks. Drake will say, yes, we were having a meeting, but it was a little bit sidetracked because it turns out some of our adventuring group had found some of these, and he pulls out kobold lizard that was somewhere in his shirt.
Do you just like so Esper's kind of being like your
Okay, yeah, I assume kind of like in behind him, holding on to like his back somehow, or like maybe wrapped in.
All right,
and so he just kind of reaches behind him in his like kind of like dust coat thing, and pulls out like a lizard.
Esper is literally asleep in the palm of your hand.
Oh, I thought he was about the size of a bread loaf.
Oh yeah, he is. He's like loafy.
Yeah,
2 hands.
You said the size and loafness of a loaf of bread.
Joanna sort of holds her hand out to reach forward.
He's asleep in your hands. He's just like...
Yeah, Drake hands him to Joanna and says, there were some other ones, but that was the only one that survived. We've been watching over him ever since.
Celis's raven cuddles up next to the kobold.
Joanna is holding the cobalt in her hand. And
was that an accident, or is it?
The Talons attacked guarding him before they came to my party. They thought he was dead. That's the only reason he managed
So
to
they
make
know that there's blood rising again.
And then afterwards, like he said, we were ambushed, and we ended up, for our sake, one of our magicians, Flux, who has met this party before, remember the Bronze, had a pocket portal of some sort we were sent into. There, it was a very strange world. We managed to meet some other people who were able to escape. One person was not, but one person was, and he motions to Resign, who was with us.
He nods.
Yeah, and we were able to take somebody else out too. Before somehow winding up meeting with Aseir again, strangely. And as we found these pools for us to escape in, and looking through, we saw Bamthi, who
She has a number of unique equipment, one of which being a portal with access to various, albeit random, dimensions. She kind of looks at her, and Bam's kind of embarrassed about it. She's like,
yeah, they usually ask me to come up, but it's the best one I have to work with as far as making sure everything's okay. It's always clean. I never have to clean it, but sometimes the occasional Umber Hulk will climb out of it and, attack. And
you looking through this mirror could possibly have saved our lives and prevent us from being stuck there for decades, if not centuries. So I appreciate you working on your mirror.
I always thought your mirror was just fancy looking.
I'm back, y'all.
Oh no, it's pretty fancy in and of itself. Hello.
It's just Julian.
I just died and came back again.
Oh, okay. Hey, we got Lawrence back.
Hello.
But yes, that's the story of our group and how we ended up here of all places. Lucky for us, I guess.
That's extremely fortunate. And
you could say it's the fate of the Raven Queen.
I'm audibly rolling my eyes.
I'm literally rolling my eyes.
I wouldn't call myself a religious woman, but I suppose you're right.
She is the mistress of fate. Hell, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here
While
right now.
you're talking, where do you come from? Sir, Akil, was it?
Oh, yes. I'm from Creed, miss. Your son, Aseir, had saved my life during the time of, well, Mordred, when you were still working for him. I have him to thank, as well as Miss Topaz, which we met very shortly, who had saved my life.
Orenda has a smirk on their face.
A lot of bronze members saving your asses.
We really owe them a lot. Gold and bronze, they have been amazing. Yes, and,
Do you wish to join any of our factions?
I do.
So we're all gathered here together.
I look
Joanna
to
sort of
Celis.
shyly raises her hand.
Akil looks to Celis.
It's your call, my champion.
Just because you're my retainer doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have a choice.
He sort of blinks a little bit, and then he he just like, and he sort of chuckles a little bit. His cheeks are kind of flushing a little bit. Of course he
Orenda
is.
leans in with a bigger smirk on their face. They are intending to be a little bit of a little shit.
You know what? I saw Aladdin today, so I'm seeing parallels.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no.
Is the genie in Aladdin over again?
Okay.
Rubbing the
Well,
rubber. Anyway.
I do believe
Guys,
I do believe the Raven Queen has sent us here for a reason. And I do believe if she brought us here to you, if she brought your son to save me, and me ending up in your presence, yes, I shall be joining. And we all shall be joining the resistance.
I said, we all shall be.
He asked if we could join the resistance.
Yeah. I asked, are we all like joining the resistance because of all the things that have been happening?
Joanna sort of
Do we
raises
get
her
to
hand
choose
shyly,
where we go.
and she speaks up.
Kind of looks to Ignatia with a big question. mark on his
Ignatia
face.
kind of like motions for you to speak before you do, and says, "Hawk."
I've been interested in joining, but I don't know which faction I would fit into, to be honest.
Well, like I said, Joanna, you are always welcome with us gold, and I believe I could find some uses for you. But you are welcome to make this choice on your own. I won't force you.
I just want to be able to help. I know it's ballsy of me to say this, but to help command an army, maybe help with any politics or
If it's politics you're after, you might be bronze. They're the more
but also
bookish sort of activist.
I want to become a general.
You want to be a general? What's your military experience?
Unfortunately, I have none, but I'm a trained warrior.
And you will be starting from the ground up, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I shall be.
What are your capabilities? What are your skills?
I am particularly good with my arrows. I'm a very good bowsman.
She's a pretty good sharpshooter.
Pretty good. I've saved your
Although
ass
you
multiple
do have
times.
some competition.
She looks to Holcomb like, bitch! And she says,
Gotta knock you down a peg at some point.
she says, she looks at him and she says, Are we really gonna start talking about knocking down on someone a peg? Because, and she scans him like shorty.
Fight.
Don't underestimate the gnomes.
Powerful. So
She looks towards
that sort of.
Gnomes.
Why does this look that kind of small?
You're like, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? She also says, I also have been starting to dabble in some druid arts.
Centralize your skills a little more before we get started. You're an archer for now.
Yes, ma'am.
What of the brass, mother? What of the brass? He actually corrects himself. He's just like, what of the brass, commander?
The brass and the bronze are more or less on the same page. The brass chain deals more with information and working with more of the press, trying to get a lot less things censored, which is wonderful work. But they're more closeted, if anything.
Joanna then says, I just want to be able to work wherever as a general and eventually help you all take down Mordred and my father.
I believe she could be a lot of use to us with her information, first-hand knowledge.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. If you all were able to travel this long and remain in such good shape alongside my son, I know you're capable from a first glance.
I know the ways in and out of the high ground.
Celis looks a little hurt at that remark, but...
Why? She's complimenting everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, she said son singular, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't just pay attention to what you say, but the way you say it.
Joanna says, I know the ways in and out of the Highland, including secret passages that I don't think my father even knows about. I've had enough time being cooped up in one place to explore and find different things that I don't think anybody else in the Highland
You might have a
has.
good conversation then with our tactician assembled, Camellia. I will refer you to her later.
And Joanna sort of nods her head.
Oh yeah, my laptop is working.
Yay!
It's just making noise.
He's like,
He's working.
And notice anything.
Joanna nods though, and she says, so would I be working with your strain or? I mean, what do you think would be best, Commander?
The silver everywhere else in the Empire tends to be very single set. I tend to collaborate with a lot of the factions just with the silver's goal in mind. So it's not really you. If you wish to join my faction, then that will be on your part. You will be inducted. You will go through everything, get your acre marked in, etc., etc. But that doesn't mean you will be working with solely silver members. No. Our lead tactician is bronze. In fact, we might honestly be encroaching on their territory.
Are you saying that this is not a silver stronghold, but a bronze?
Well, it became a silver one when I came and took it over, but would you all believe me if I told you you're standing over something very vital to all four factions?
He narrows
is
his
it
eyes.
here?
He's below us.
He is?
She nods.
I didn't know we found him again. I thought we had lost him.
No. He's been here for centuries.
Wow. And we've known where he is all the time. We kept him safe. It's astounding.
Bronze.
Bronze. Holy shit.
Them and their books really are something else.
Drake's like,
Pardon my
holy shit.
lack of knowledge, but who or what are we referring to?
Yeah, Orenda's also visibly confused.
Can I make like a check or something?
You all can make history checks if you wish to infer about this.
I'll make a history check and
Wonderful.
I don't know.
Jojo, you
Ouch.
in this
Hey, Rex.
I don't know who the
class.
fuck it is.
Wonderful.
Ouch.
Rex?
Your brain hurts a little bit from that one.
Hello?
Yes, Malin?
Considering Orenda's specific situation and how secret this would be, do I have disadvantage?
It's not super secret. I would say still make the roll normally.
Okay, history.
Okay.
Oof.
Ooh, it's a kill. A kill knows something then.
He is smart boy.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Drake will just come out and say it. Guys, we're standing over the dragon.
What?
A dragon?
Wait,
I only thought there was
what?
only
What?
one.
What?
There's one, right?
No.
What you talking about?
The reason we have four factions of a resistance in place in the first instance was because a traveling group of adventurers around the start of Mordred's reign found Argo, the once very proud, strong, intelligent leader of the Bronze Dragons in the Metallic Society, encased in crystal
Wait,
in the Northern Mountain.
we're talking about Argo? Argo the Magnificent?
Precisely.
By the Raven Queens.
Hmm.
A faction of the Bronze, a subset of the Bronze Assembly found him to be encased here around 150 years ago, and kept it safely hidden, and with their mages and their scholars managed to communicate with some of the frost giants below, and they've agreed to help us protect him.
Is there a way to free him?
We've tried unbinding spells, flame spells to melt the crystal, melt the ice. Nothing. It's impenetrable.
Akil looks to Celis.
You know what we must do. I think we may have a way to break him out.
Yeah. But is it worth the cost?
That's up to you. It's up to all of us. We don't know.
And Resign speaks up then and says, wasn't that what Zinat was talking about? When she wanted to use that thing.
Yeah, probably.
But we don't know what would be exactly given up.
Commander.
What is this that you're referring to? What solution?
We've managed to come across a ritual that was created. One of the things that the Twins of Treachery passed out.
Celestials?
It has the ability to break whatever bonds shackle anything or anyone. But there is a terrible cost of the thing that you love the most.
Someone with a very strong will must have.
It's an idea, but Silver and the Gold have never been entirely focused on reviving the dragons.
We have not.
Our goal is the dragons are great and all, but Silver and Gold believe we can defeat him without the aid of the dragon. So, while if you guys are interested in beholding this terrible path mixed with celestial magic and whatever crazy shit it'll bring up, go be my guest, but
Excuse me.
You okay?
Yep.
It's dusty in here.
Be careful. It is but we have been working on ways to fight Mordred without the help of the dragons. It is our belief that we can do it without him, so it is not vital to our... And besides, if he came back, the full force of... If we just brought him back right now, the full force of Mordred's army plus Mordred would probably kill him. It's not just that easy.
He has grown in number and power over the century. It would be a very chaotic undergoing.
We only get one chance at this. We're going to do it right.
Well, do you know if there's only one chance?
Oh, I believe I believe if we fail, then there's not going to be any one of us left to keep rebuild. We'll have to wait a couple generations for people who are willing to fight back.
Sir Ismene.
What was that?
I referred to Drake by his last name. I said Sir Ismene.
Ooh. Please. I'm Drake. I know this is not how you do it, but Drake.
Sir Ismene.
Yes?
He's like, bitch.
Yeah, you only refer to surnames if you hate people.
Oh, damn.
No. It's the same. Like we are in a
Same
formal.
difference.
We are in a formal setting. Well, whatever. Let's just say we get enough members. We get enough. If you are so keen, if you have a way to do something without the dragons, be my guest. But if we can no, I'm not. I may be stepping out of line here. But how about what we need to do is we need to have more forces on our side. Now, I know that the Black Talons are overwhelming, and Mordred himself is overwhelming, plus there's also the matter of Ferenz. And yes, it would overwhelm him, Sir, this Argo the Magnificent. But he's not going to be alone now, is he?
What was that?
I said he's not going to be alone now, is he? Argo's not going to be alone when we fight Mordred and Ferenz and every single motherfucker in the Black Talons, are we?
He won't. But to my knowledge of the history of the society, I will admit he was a capricious one.
I don't give a
shit.
Yeah. If
Discouraging you.
If he is to fall, then he shall fall. All that concerns us is he might as well be a distraction. You forget that Ferenz exists. And with Ferenz at his side, we need something to match him. And so we could take out Mordred ourselves. Now, it's going to be a harrowing task, but it's worth a shot. Besides,
Orenda
bring
pulls
that up
out
with my tactician. I will arrange for you to meet her shortly.
Very welcome.
She will have a lot more knowledge of this. The Bronze have been ceaselessly trying to awaken the one whom they're named after for so long.
I'm literally wrong.
She would have more information.
And so we can take out Mordred ourselves.
Rex. Orenda pulls out their journal and flips to the very back page. And Rex, I'm going to send you a DM.
Okay.
Now, if Discord would freaking cooperate.
No worries.
Sorry, I can't mute myself.
It's okay, you're good. Coffee cough.
Oh, don't wait for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That being said, we're gonna need the dragon. That being said,
we're
that being said, we're gonna need that dragon either way. And if he dies, then he dies. But we had one shot at this, and I do agree with you, Drake. But
It's not a matter of him dying, Captain. It's a matter of any of us along the way. Well, not necessarily. I mean, casualties happen, but
Part of a means to an end.
yeah.
exactly. The apprehension lies with the fact that we have built this front in order to come into our own and to plan for what would happen if Mordred might fall, what power structure we might put in place as well. We've been working with Brass on that as well. And if we success, and think about the cost of that ritual.
I'm well aware.
Who would seriously put their most beloved connection on the line for that? There are a lot of people willing to throw themselves into fire for the success of our operation, but that might mean the loss of our operation itself.
Do we know anybody who's extraordinarily narcissistic and their most beloved person is themselves?
The Violet Coward.
Joanna also perks up. My father.
Oh!
Did you say her mom?
Oh!
Great.
That wasn't even directed at anyone, just your mama.
Yo, mama.
What happened? I missed that. What was?
Nothing. It was just a little burn.
Like I heard the Violet Coward. Is like,
Yeah, the Violet
I
Coward
heard
and
that
her
bit,
father.
I'm like, okay.
She's on opposing sides.
She really quick perks up before Ignatia continues. Sorry, I have like peanut butter in my mouth. And she says, my father after my mother died didn't really love anything.
If you have nothing to love, you have nothing to.
Well, he loves power, and he's afraid to lose that.
But do you really think you could persuade him to perform this ritual, essentially endanger everything he has?
Oh, probably not.
I mean, I wouldn't understand why it wouldn't work. He has nothing to lose. My mother, she stopped up. She, like, mid-sentence before she says, finishes dead. She remembers that, Paloma was like, oh, hey, your mom might not be dead. Yeet.
Oak, I'm afraid that's too personal. Any other suggestions?
Keep working as we have.
Rex, does a certain someone say
Okay. So I'm gonna respond to this. You managed to get that his way, but my poor little paper white child, his face flushes completely red.
Oh no!
At that poke.
It would have been near his knee.
And he's like holding this like scrap of paper. And Bamadi looks at him and raises a brow and she's like,
oh god.
Are you seriously passing notes?
Orenda pulls their foot over their face and flops on the table.
He's just, and he crumples up the paper in his hands.
So
says,
feel free to pass it to her.
I believe, well, I haven't been in contact with any of them in about 2 years, but I and I'm afraid to disappoint you all. I already have allegiances elsewhere with the Scarlet Order, if you're familiar with that. If not, good. That's better, if anything. I'm not against you, but I'm afraid I wouldn't be of much help at all with your cause. I can make my leave, and then Bam, he says,
Well, you can at least stay one night with your friends before heading out then. We wouldn't want to be inhospitable, right?
and then Ignatia shakes her head. You're welcome to stay the night if you prove yourself not to be a threat.
Is there a way out of here, like for where citizens and people can rest up?
For citizens, no. There isn't a way for any civilians to the mountain, but there is a back exit entrance for us. We can lead you out in the morning. Is that fair? And Resign just nods.
Orenda has a... I'll wait since Orenda's gonna say this in Infernal. I'll wait for this.
To a kill?
Oh, you just sent BRB.
I'm about to move, so that's why I'm letting you guys have a heads
Okay.
up.
Oh, okay, Orenda says, I think based on her reactions, it's safe to assume Ignatia doesn't understand Infernal.
Let me check.
I said based on her reactions. Or should I roll insight to see that?
You can roll insight.
Please roll well, please roll well. Poop.
You can't tell. She just seems preoccupied with other information and everything.
Orenda lowers their voice and sort of motions for a kill and Resign to lean in.
He does so.
Should I... And in Infernal, should I tell them about you know who?
Just do what you need to do.
To Resign?
Resign kind of looks back and then looks at Ignatia. And Ignatia looks at you. Speak up if you're going to mumble.
Orenda has a pretty stern look on their face. Cedric Frey lives.
What was that? I just heard Cedric Frey.
lives.
They're saying out loud, Cedric Frey.
Who is that?
The name is... Wait. Let me
History
make
check?
a history roll for Ignatia.
Would
Can I make
Vanity
it?
possibly know too?
Can I make a history check?
Vanity has no idea that you like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And can I make a history check?
You were
No,
there when
this is
it
just
was said.
This is just for Ignatia. She says,
Does it Seer know who Cedric Frey is?
I think that name might be wanted. If I recall correctly, I haven't been in the city in days, but I heard the rounds. Do you happen to know this person?
They take a deep breath. I am that person.
So I see you're wanted by the
Their
mayor of the world.
their lower lip is quivering. They kind of look like they are
They're scared.
And within like a couple minutes away from possibly crying.
So,
Cedric Frey lives. The leader of the leader of the Dark Draught lives.
I must confess, my only knowledge of the Scarlet Order comes from the man who runs Crest. He's an individual named Radley Nolan.
Orenda stiffens very visibly, and they look like, oh crap.
I take it the two of you know him, because Resign is also just like he's tense, and he nods very slowly at that.
There's a reason Cedric disappeared almost 4 years ago. Nolan tried to have him killed. Succeeded.
Well, I'm sure glad he didn't.
In a way, he did.
Did he now?
I know, at this point in time, I know Bamati better than I know Resign, who I grew up with.
Well, Nolan's trying to kill a lot of people, and I'm just glad you managed to get out of his. That proves you're capable, both of you.
But I remember back
your associate here refused to join. You seem to have no allegiance to this Scarlet.
Back in Captain Freespear said something. Have there been werewolf attacks around on the Silver Screen lately?
No.
According to him, some of them might have been from the Mad Wolf himself.
That's what they call him. At least the ones that are brave enough to say.
Orenda, are you?
You okay? Okay.
Orenda, would you be willing to work with us, the Resistance, in order, if not, get the Scarlet Order join us?
Being in public can be. I think it could be a danger for me. I think having old allies back could help, at least. And they look to Resign.
The Scarlet Order is in peace.
What's left of it? They are obviously have some sort of organization that they're attacking the Silver Strain. We need to get, and you guys are at worst dangerous, at best very useful.
Resign.
We could reorganize you guys. Very least, I think some of you might be unhappy.
Resign.
None of us.
Resign. If I'm as if I am even half as influential as you say I was, I think there's a chance I could possibly get them to work together.
You would be the only one with that kind of power. I'm not as high up of a my own order of the Ghost Slayer even.
It's worth a shot. And maybe if the remains of the Scarlet Order work together with the Resistance and win, It could be better for everyone.
Exactly. If you could send word, say Cedric is alive, we could try to maybe get them on some kind of, if you could spread word and try to find channels that they still use. These back channels that you remember how they used to communicate. Tell them to go to their local resistance and join up so that
Ignatia
they can.
chuckled.
I believe some of them would want to be joined back in some kind of order. Hope I don't know why, but I would hope that some of them would be willing to.
To be honest, I would have to cross an ocean to, at least,
Sigma.
to my knowledge, most of them. Sigma. That was where Nolan used to have his sign. The insurrection happened. Established. And
Here and not there then.
pardon?
Good thing he's here and not there then.
Especially since he kind of played turncoat on.
Orenda looks a bit confused at that, partially because I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I think he might have forgotten that Orenda only has 3.5 years of memory.
Yeah. he doesn't really.
But Orenda looks visibly confused at that. Like, what the heck did you just say? They don't look annoyed, they just look
confused.
Regardless, we can discuss this more in depth before you leave. But if we could try to find some way to use this your connection, Orenda, to this Scarlet Order to our advantage, and maybe to the advantage, find something that they could gain out of this. I don't think
Right.
we can, we can make everyone happy. It's what I try to do.
Right.
So we can discuss that as how we can try to spread that.
The leader of my unfortunately is gone, but I might see if I can still contact Dr. Ravenburn, who might.
Jarl said when we met Jarl, he said to look for that guy.
He's a good resource. He's active, but do what I can.
Thank you.
Was there anything else we need to discuss?
I believe settles everything. You'll have proven your worth, proven your. Who will be officially?
Wait, repeat that. What you say?
Who
all will be officially?
Did we ever figure out which faction Joanna was gonna join?
No.
You didn't, girl.
No, I still don't know which faction would fit me based with what I am planning to do.
Girl, you can even pick what color would look best on you.
Drake
Listen.
will say to because he was kind of hoping she would join the Golds. He when
Indecisiveness.
He said that to look at Joanna. Joanna, discuss as much as you want. I've got some. I know my history. If you're still unsure where you want to go, I can.
You cut out sweetheart. What was it?
You two could have a chit chat.
I and check if you still want to deliver which faction you feel most comfortable assuming.
Whatever faction you choose,
I was
you'll
kind
be
of
helping us
thinking.
out.
She looks back and forth between Drake and Aseir, like.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you try to choose.
Boy panic. Boy panic. No. Joanna looks over and she says, "I was kind of hoping maybe I could
Okay,
be
so
under the command of.
if you're gonna be
Igni-
if you're gonna be doing silver stuff, you gotta earn your rank, like how I earned mine.
No. I was just wondering if I could get some training or something from
That's
your mother.
more for military, and I can offer that because I'm a captain, and that means you'll be taking orders from me.
Oh,
Isn't that
yes,
right?
sir. All right.
I believe the answer is yes, Daddy. I mean, what?
I mean, I wanted to say that, but I didn't know how appropriate it would be.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
I was like, all right, Poppy, okay, I see you.
I was about to say, isn't that right?
What were you
Private?
saying?
I was gonna say, isn't that right, Private Hawk?
Ooh.
Saving Hawk's privates.
Ooh, I am. Give me a second. I'm trying to compose myself.
While she composes herself, may I please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you have the floor.
I think.
Oh no.
Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yeah, you got cut off. You got cut off on my end. Would you kindly repeat that?
Heck.
Yeah, same here.
I think that until I go public, I think it would be safest that I am only referred to as Orenda. At least for the time being.
That's how I've always
That's
known
fair.
you. That's how I've always known you as, Orenda. No matter what names you go by, you'll always be that one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's actually being nice.
A kill!
What?
And they give him
To
a
be
look
fair, he's not wrong.
like, you sassy little bird.
You know I'm only like this because a commander's in the room. You shall refer to her as sir and or madam, and you will refer to me as sir. Is that correct, Private Akil Andrai?
You I didn't even join.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not a
It's
military
best to heed
man,
his
but
command right now.
Oh my lord.
I would insist
I'm not
on
a military
politeness, but I do understand that most have a military background.
That is an interesting question. I've forgotten what my rank was.
Lieutenant. I refer to you as Lieutenant.
Would you like to start over as
Might as well.
Really quick. After now I've composed myself. Joanna, when he refers to her like that, sort of blushes and looks down at Luna, and just sort of starts just petting her because she's like,
She's like emotional support animal. I need
you right now, Luna.
No matter what-
Boys are confusing.
No matter
I know,
what,
but-
well, no matter what faction you pick, silver or gold, you'll still be a private. You'll still be working your way up, baby.
But I want to know if I
Oh,
can
you're a
work under
private with a dead
my signature
captain.
first to it.
That's
I think
silver.
that would be silver.
That'll be silver.
So wait a minute, you're telling me my credits don't transfer? What the fuck?
I have a
Jesus
question
Christ.
as to what where some characters are looking.
Sure.
Do any of them see Orenda's eyes?
I am
So
definitely
it's
looking down at
kind
a
of
dog and
looking
a
around the
seer.
room as
I mean,
things are
Hawkins'
being
car
said,
right
but
across.
I hasn't been talking much after they finished their conversation, so not really.
I mean, would
Drake is just sort of looking. Oh,
would I catch it with a 15 passive?
I think so. I mean, Orenda's eyes aren't red, but
I would say everyone.
They're-
So like Holcomb,
Rex,
Joanna Drake, Resign, and Akil would be able to kind of like, within their peripheral, like maybe catch Orenda's face if there's any facial.
Joanna's
Rex, I'll
sort
DM
of.
it to you.
Joanna's sort of conflicted right now with this statement. She is like, cute boy, what do I do?
Cute boy.
He's kind of
Cute
keeping his
boy.
attention on whoever is leading the conversation at the time.
You were saying, Sir Ismene was talking to you about possibly joining the Golds for a while. I say go on with him if you wish to help us Silver or not, you're still a part of the Resistance, and that's what matters.
She sort of thinks about it, and then part of her inside.
If you're in my army, it doesn't matter as long as you have a place.
Joanna sort of okay, because here's what I'm thinking in my mind, and you can totally correct me. In her mind, if she goes with the golds, that means she goes off with Drake, and she goes with the golds to basically help them out. Doesn't that mean she's probably not going to see Aseir and the rest of the group?
See us? You're gonna see us.
It depends.
Actually, I will. Drake wants to speak up. Regardless of their position, joining you or not joining, we've been traveling along. We've still got some stuff I believe we've been trying to accomplish. We could still work together. We would still have your blessings to take this mismatch of levels and work together.
I wouldn't allow that if they all stuck with you, and you'd be there along with my son.
See, she said it with an S, Celis. Wow.
I know, I caught it there.
Yes, Celis. Look at your panties in a bunch.
Millen's been pretty quiet. Millen, are you okay?
Listen, Shield, you're all my Shield brothers and sisters at this point.
Holcomb is
And
just
siblings.
trying to be respectful. He's trying to just keep his attention on whoever is leading the conversation at the time.
Oh, then Holcomb might have noticed it.
Oh yeah, Holcomb, and I'll also give you it
Enlighten
because
me.
you're directly across from Orenda. Orenda's pupil.
Okay.
Because I'm
still
across
green, but-
from them doesn't mean I'm looking at them. Capiche?
I just.
No, but you're in like.
I'm gonna flip
Yeah.
a coin.
So his attention isn't even on them. He's focused on whoever's leading the conversation at the time.
And I read
Yeah.
that conversation for a while. When
Jack, we should have a conversation.
I was gonna say, can I flip? I'm gonna flip a coin.
Roll a d2. Do it that way.
No. It's a
I don't
better
know if
like.
D2s can be
it's-
rolled here. Can they?
I think they can, but no. Okay. Oh no, D2s can't.
Two face.
A coin is a D2.
So I'm gonna flip a coin.
Let the coin decide.
Heads. It's
I
gonna
make
be
my own.
heads. It's gonna be gold. Tails is gonna be silver to work with Ignatia. Alrighty. God, this could be.
You're a second-rate archer with a fourth-rate resistance.
I'm sorry.
I'm not taking it back.
I'm irresistible. Fuck you. And
Oh,
I.
because you're in a resistance, you are very resistible. Totally.
Oh my god.
Already resistant.
I got tails, but if Drake wants to try and convince me, he can. I will not stop him from that, but I got
want
silver.
Joanna. Like,
She's just sort of
fighting her
thinking
way
about it
going
while
through
everyone's
mental gymnastics.
Yeah, and she looks up and she says, I really want to work with you, if that's okay, Commander.
You won't be working with me right away.
And that's fine. I can work my way up. I don't mind that at all.
Well, Private Hawk, you're with us from now on. So Drake, why don't you discuss
Joanna
matters?
smiles softly at him.
Yeah, he smiles back. And he looks over to Drake, still smiling. So Drake, you would like to discuss matters with Miss Hawk? Please, do so. Rest of you, are we dismissed, Commander?
What was that?
I said, I said, like, okay,
we dismissed, Commander.
Are we dismissed, Commander?
Orenda raises one hand.
Yes,
Because of my this unique position, I think it would be a good idea for me to officially join a resistance. But I do wish to work with them, and if possible,
do you mind taking an assignment from me?
No, but I don't think officially joining would be
And
best.
consider it unofficial orders. work alongside. And she points at Resign.
Glorified consultant.
Could you please repeat that?
Work alongside your tiefling friend. If you were a part of the same organization, you should have some sway.
I do. But as it stands, I know barely any more than you all. At least at this point, I would be little more than a figurehead.
A figurehead is good enough for us.
It's better than nothing.
And also,
Whatever
a figurehead
works.
can do, and a figurehead could do a lot more than just be a pretty face.
I know, but if someone were to approach me, I think personally I should lay low for a while to train.
I know. I look over to Resign. So Resign.
And possibly reach out to him.
Okay.
And reach out to him later on after I have trained some.
I understand, Orenda. Sir Resign, you still have Scarlet Order ties, yes?
I still what, sorry?
Do you have Scarlet Order? Does Resign have Scarlet Order ties?
Oh, yeah. He nods. I still consider myself to be a part of it. I believe I should have contact with a couple other lower members of my order.
Try to get the higher one. Try to get the higher. Why don't we all, like you and Orenda, try to get more of members of the Scarlet Order? Maybe have them join us.
That was what... And that was what I believe Lockhart addressed for me to do. Is that...
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
Alright, but just, I think yes, I do agree
and
that...
she nods and points to between Resign and says, the two of you...
Alright. And
well.
I do have a long-range communication spell, which I could use.
Very well.
Akil? Garrick? Will the two of you... And which factions?
I shall be with the brass.
Brass?
Yes. Information...
Just making sure. Topaz was brass, right?
Topaz is bronze.
Ah.
Akil's going in a significantly different route. Bronze would be an obvious answer, but brass is where he's going to be going. Did Holcomb say
got
he's
a lot of brass? Hey.
Yeah, we haven't really seen them in action, so I guess this would be a good way to sort of do that.
As Amber Lou once said, shake that brass.
Fuck.
So
It's
Holcomb,
a K-pop reference.
Yeah, Holcomb, did you say which faction you would possibly join? Millen? Oh no.
Honestly, never really thought about it, to be quite honest.
That's fine. Yeah, which is why I'm curious and why I made Akil do that.
Woo!
So it's like they're in a similar headspace.
Beginning of the induction.
Thank you.
And she nods.
So we're...
I hope you two are ready for a lot of talking to people. A lot of staying cooped up inside reading.
That's what we're good at.
Anything, I guess I'll do that with Thanks, Genevieve.
Although I must say, it's a little true to...
Still true to form.
Religious it's a little true to form. Your religious associations will be quite welcomed with the brass.
Huh.
Lots of clerics and healers among them.
Well, I guess that sounds like me.
Which Zemelin?
Miss Zemelin. She's pointing at Vamathy.
Okay.
Clean up your studio setup. It doesn't belong in the training grounds. And take them to get fitted. And is the
commander just referring to the initiates?
She's referring to just she's referring to take them all.
And Orenda both recognize the look in her eyes.
Yours is going like,
and she's like bowing her seat practically and jumps up.
You sure about that, Bradley?
Has there been any news of Sethra recently? Been far too long since I've seen her last.
I was hoping to ask you that.
Oh no.
Aseir bites his lip and shakes.
Joanna immediately squeezes his hand.
Yeah, Aseir is looking down, and he has an intense look, like intense flash within his eye.
Celos glances.
Don't tell you. Honestly, it's best if I don't tell you. I don't know where she is. And I'm still doing my best to find her.
I'm going to agree and disagree with you. You're going to do the best that you can to find her, but you're not going to be doing it alone.
I appreciate that. I have you all. Alright.
Here for you.
Yeah.
Everybody went.
Ignatia's just kind of staring out, waiting for Bam.
She doesn't know what happened. Aseir.
Vamathy kind of like pauses, looks at you three's like little. Says,
excuse me.
That's right.
I know you had. I'm sure. We really do need to get on this.
Right. Besides, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I have about 25 other trainees. Basically, I make all the armor, and I will be doing your. Yay!
Where did the Silver put their tattoos?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, just go ahead and follow me.
Oh, okay.
Which isn't nearly what it is. But I've been making. Okay.
Joanna looks at Aseir and says, "Do you want to go with me, or do you want to stay with your mum for now?"
Please.
You're all dismissed.
Very well. Very well.
I think that
no choice.
Decision was just made for us.
Very well. Dismissed.
Making a choice.
Silas gets up, stands to attention.
Yes, Orenda? You were about to say something?
In my unique position, I think him and I should do some catching up.
Of course. My studio is pretty spacious, so you should be able to have a location. I probably need to get together as well. I believe I'm missing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you need me to armor your...
Do you need you to what?
Should I outfit your dog?
No. That's fine. You don't.
Alright, so 8 of you, so... I'll know when I get there.
Wait,
But
8 of
you
us?
guys can stop for a...
3, 5, 6. 6. Would she be outfitting people not in the resistance, technically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Joanna's still holding on to Aseir's hand. She whistles for Luna to get off her lap.
Yeah, I'll lead you guys over to the bar. Sound good?
Yeah, definitely. She looks at Aseir.
Bachelorette party.
Oh my lord.
Yeet!
And then we get yoomed out.
Saying yes to a dress, apparently.
They yeet it out. Joanna takes Aseir's hand and she says, "Could we talk while we're walking to go get fitted?"
Why not? Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. Because I'm a bit concerned. I haven't seen you in God knows how long. How many hours?
A couple
days.
days.
Even?
Time has
I
been
don't know.
crazy for you lot, so I'm in today's 85th of Astara.
Thank you, Commander.
5 days until the solstice. Enjoy yourselves.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So we went into the portal of question mark on what time?
You were in the portal, and I put this in like my timestamps. You went into the portal on the.
Hey,
It is now the 85th.
for us it only
So we lost a couple days.
yeah, okay.
Good couple days.
Okay, so we're not talking that okay, not the worst thing in the world.
But
Could have been worse.
trying to continue the convo though, she says time works differently in the portal, so
Yeah,
I don't
I
know how long
understand.
you were gone.
I understand. It was a couple more days than usual.
But enough about what I had to do. I'm worried about you. What?
You shouldn't be.
I know you said what happened when we were recapping. And she just she faces him and they're like she's just a couple in they're close. Just let's say they're close.
All right.
And she is just gently taking both of his hands. And she says, you need to talk with me. You're obviously worked up about this, and I need you to talk to me. I don't want you bottling this up, Aseir.
I think I just
It's not healthy.
I think I just described it all in the meeting, so you don't need to worry too much. I just described it all into the meeting.
Of course I worry, Aseir.
I know you do. You worry too much, in fact. Fine.
I worry enough.
Too much. Okay. So. Yes. I don't really need to re-explain myself again because I've literally...
I don't want you to. I just want to make sure you're okay, and
I am.
if you need to open up about your feelings...
I already did it. I actually did. But, yeah,
That's a first.
Yeah, what you saw back there, that was me opening up. Professionally, but I was still opening up.
Well, if you need to, unprofessionally, you know I'm always here, right?
That won't be necessary, Private.
You don't need to call me that all the time now.
Oh no, that's a new nickname. You're now Private Hawk. He started.
And then she quietly says,
"He gets he loosens
Saving
up.
Hawk's privates.
He loosens. You notice him like loosen up. Like this is one of the few times you actually see like a smile, like a genuine like smile, and him being not angry, not like tense or intense like at all.
He's being goofy.
He's being
Oh
goofy.
shit, he's being goofy.
Last
Who's
time
still
in your
here? Who is his
lifetime,
doppelganger?
Who? She actually looks up at him and she says, "Who are you, and what have you done with Aseir?"
Let's just say you brought a bit of my old self back. You
Now there's a smile I haven't seen in quite some time.
Damn it, Celis, we were having a moment.
No, I love it, Celis. Okay.
No more
first
of his
off.
past than you. Shut up.
We were having a romantic moment.
Got a whole list for me this time. You said first off.
No, I made sure
You
not
can
to
call us the Gleason threesome. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa!
Jesus Christ! No!
And then literally
Anyway.
somewhere
Hey,
out, somewhere out in the material, somewhere out there, Gleeful is just like going, I feel like something disturbing might the force.
I feel that disturbance in the force.
All I gotta say, Amanda, is I got a pretty high persuasion check. Just saying.
And I'm telling you, you will never pass it, even if you got a high score. Never.
Moving right along.
She sort of smiles back up at Aseir, obviously, and fuck, hold on, I just totally lost what I was gonna say. Go ahead, Celis, while I regain what I was going to say in my head.
Alright, Mike?
Yo.
Yeah, let's say he's just like, I made sure not to exclude you out of the club, alright? This is one of the only times you catch me like this. Don't push it.
She says, I don't know, I think we might need to make an announcement to everybody. I at least should have bragging rights that I'm one of the first people, at least recently, to see you smile.
Oh. I look to Celis, just going, ooh.
Look, I know Celis has first dibs, okay? But still, I need to get some credit and some bragging rights.
He puts his hands up going, fine, do whatever you want.
And she looks up and she smirks and she says, so, Captain, what exactly do you have in mind for training me?
First, let's get
wink.
First, let's get a drink. That'll be your first.
Oh, are you
order
buying
of
for me?
Hopefully I could get it for free, but you know, he sweats. Hopefully yeah.
He's trying, damn it.
Hopefully I could get it for free. But yeah.
So
sure,
you're saying
why
you're getting me a drink?
not? For you, I guess. I'm not gonna drink, but sure, why not? I know that you do.
And she says, well, at least take me out to dinner first. Jesus.
I am. This is your dinner. Your drink is your dinner because you're gonna need. Hold on, I'm gonna. What's the word for it? What's the word for it? You're gonna need.
I can't hear you.
I said you're gonna need an alcoholic beverage for the shit I'm gonna put on you. All right, you're gonna do some. You're gonna do some
feeding
push-ups.
my alcohol addiction, so that's on you.
You're gonna do some sit-ups later. Christmas. I'll go see for the rest of I'm gonna go train out. I'm just gonna go train by my lonesome, and I'll be there waiting for you. Goodbye. And he's just gonna.
And she looks at it. She no thing. She calls out for him. She calls out to him. She says, Aseir. And fucking with the cheese. She sort of smirks at him and blows a kiss towards him, and she says, I'll see you later, Captain. And she sort of turns around and she starts kind of looking for. Oh no, Drake is over there. Fuck me.
I got yeeted.
Okay.
It's like, fraternization is illegal in this place.
When Aseir passes Zinat, his demeanor switches. He goes from like joking to like serious in a heartbeat, in a snap. And
the Kanye
that's what
West
Drake's
thing.
going to have to tell her.
Oh, Kanye West.
And puts his pockets
Joking,
in.
but then serious.
Yeah, he puts his hands in his pockets and he looks at Celis. So that great sword training.
Yeah.
And we shall go over here.
Joanne.
Alright, Drake, what do you say to Zanette?
So, Drake, you walk into the jar. I think he calls Nosley over.
Alright. And Nosley is literally just like hanging out with the dwarven lady at the bar, like that's like the barkeep. She's just like chilling out. And she just goes over to you.
She kind of motions on. So he kind of fills them in on what happened, what Aseir told him about, just kind of fills Nosley in about everything. And then, unfortunately, Arya was with Aseir when they were captured. She ended up.
You see Zanat's eyes go wide. She like, oh no.
I know we lost people. I know you lost people protecting kobolds. And, I really think. Well, I will be up here for a while. I will continue to work with them here, but I think both should go down south as soon as you can and start trying to reorganize people with Hakan and looks down there. Try to get things back.
And just
try to find, I don't know, new bases, new allies, reorganize. I put my full trust.
And Nosley kind of like goes, hold on to Zanat's hand. I'll go with her.
Yeah.
I've pretty much did all of up here, monitoring some of the other golds that have. They're doing fine. Great, actually.
Yeah, and expedition to Crete is fine. I had good conversation with people there, so all of our network focus on home right now. And so he kind of puts his arm around, kind of trying to cheer up. So we will just take the night, guys, and head out tomorrow. I'll keep my eyes out.
Jillian.
Looks like I have some holes to fill for my squad.
Jillian.
I wish I could fill you in with some good people here, but it's okay. They had some other things. But maybe
We should be able to drag ways along the way.
Yes, and keep an eye out for anyone who mentions Scarlet Order, and tell them we are interested in helping.
Scarlet Order. Got it.
Might be weird. Might never come up, but
yeah, never.
Something
Never heard that in my life, but I trust.
Good. At least someone.
Let her speak.
Jillian.
Let her speak.
What is it?
What?
Oh no!
My first, good lord.
Did Drake notice the flirting? Did he see it?
Oh my god!
Girl, he's your boy call, not just.
Hello? What?
He knows he's a side.
He knows he's the side bitch.
He's a side piece.
Damn,
Also,
you didn't
I'm
need to
nothing
go
to
that
you.
hard. You're something. Just not.
Do I look like a joke to you?
Am I a joke to you?
He's telling someone about somebody dying.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I was away from my computer for a second because I was summoned, so I did not know.
You could have asked.
If you pay a pension,
I just
you
got
would know.
back and I wanted to ask.
I did not realize I was asking at the wrong time.
It's a simple mistake.
So I'll leave them for the night, or I'll stay with them for a while. Yeah. She's not going to touch her. Drinks!
Kill.
Yep.
You and I both have quite a bit of catching up to do, some people.
Hey,
Who is
Top.
this?
To a kill. In Infernal and Quiet.
Yeah.
You and I both have some catching up to do.
That goes for a lot of us.
And then I looked at Topaz.
I mean, Yeah, that's who Orenda was hinting to you.
Yeah. Hi. I'm back from the meeting.
Hey, you're back. So how did everything go with the command?
It went very well.
Orenda pats Akil on the shoulder. In common, good luck. And then they ruffle his hair just to mess with him a little bit. Because it may be sweet,
Here
but
to
also a little
introduce
shit. And then they go over to resign.
Okay. Who is that, Akil?
That's just my cousin.
Oh, your cousin?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
step cousin.
I didn't know you were bringing family.
Honestly, me neither.
Step cousin.
Honestly, me neither.
Alright. Life works in mysterious ways, and I'm sure you know.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Raven Queen for you. Lots of coincidences.
Shows what I know. I don't really deal all that much with fate myself.
True. So how's Iji been doing? I know meeting Aseir was also quite fun.
Well, you know, it's been harder to reach her lately. I've been trying to communicate with her a little more frequently. It's one of those times, I guess, with a lot of stress with the resistance and everything. You know, sometimes gods are more difficult to communicate. And it feels like all is lost, but you know, I still have my faith, I still have my magic and my knowledge of medicine. I think we'll be, but it is tense.
Yeah, it's been tense for a lot of us. Anyways,
I can only imagine.
I never really got to say thank you, did I?
For
saving my life, of course, with the seer.
You've already made that up to me. You don't have to say thank you a million.
No, but seriously.
Oh, Gil, we're gay.
But seriously, where is, how are things back at Creed?
Creed is still a mess. I haven't been back there in a couple months. Thankfully, the bronze allows me to travel, so I'm able to go back and forth.
Yeah. Do you know if the bronze
It seems... No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was about to ask if the bronze and brass were to, you know, work together because we were both in the information fields, because I guess I'm a brass now.
You're joining the brass!
Yeah.
That's awesome! Amazing! Oh my gosh. So we're both nerds now. You're gonna be communicating a lot with Crescent. She is the lieutenant that's in charge of the brass chain here. She's gonna be the one doing your induction and giving some more information on Big Shiny, and also your first assignment. Hopefully, that's amazing. We do work rather closely since both of us kind of have the same goal. You're gonna be a little more focused politically. I would put it like you're gonna go to a whole bunch of libraries. Of course, sometimes some of us get put on the battlefield. You know, medic, right?
Medic. Oh man. I remember hearing that a lot from back then in war times. It was a joke, but man, was that a fucked up joke.
We laughed.
Yeah.
How could we not? How could you not? I know you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really looking
need anyone to help, like, show you in any of the little corners or passageways or anything, you know, I'm your.
Yeah, she'll get real familiar with the secret passage.
It's not like that!
Oh my
She'll
God.
help you with that secret passage and navigating it.
Oh man. Okay.
But for other holes.
She'll
Oh my
find the
God.
secret entrances.
Oh my gosh.
Secret entrance.
Wow.
What?
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Is this the 10th Avatar: The Last Airbender reference we now have?
Shit.
I think it is.
Anyways, what was Topaz about to say before, she was like, oh no, you go first.
Before shenanigans.
And then she says, so the situation in Crete, not gonna lie, you might have a job being sent there. There's a couple of our agents who have been going back and forth along with me.
That's the plan.
Because Queen Mariah's sons Felix and Tachikoma have been doing their part, and we think they might have an edge over some of the empires. But still, our alliance really hasn't been set in stone yet. You know? We've still been waiting to hear back from the Queen herself, and her captain of the guard, and everything.
Perfect. Actually, that's perfect, because I was actually about to head to Crete anyways. And as for Queen Mariah,
He looks over to where Aseir left.
Aseir may have some insight about that, but he told us that she ran off. I don't know if she got caught, but they did, and then she ran off. I don't know if she escaped, but maybe, hopefully.
Oh my.
I do know that there's a war.
Hopefully she's safe.
Me too. I think that there might be a war coming soon.
Oh, Aegeus Shield, this is...
Yeah. I hate war.
Did you tell that to Ignatia?
Yes.
Or the commander?
No, as Aseir told them, and what has happened with the Queen Mariah.
But that there might be war coming.
Yes, he referred to that as well. He told her that.
Gods, I hope she's so smart. She probably already had.
There were people outside the city waiting for them. Apparently, he told us that they split up before he and the Queen and Arya got captured. But after that, though, a messy escape. It went by. Yeah.
This is where did you say she?
Last I heard, Aseir told us that she ran off somewhere, and they were still in Ninefijar. I don't know where she ran off to.
Ninefijar, that's really far in the south. The rest of us aren't gonna get any work until weeks later. Hopefully. I'm sure we can trust the commander to get us on the right.
Yeah, I know. I do know.
And you see Wedge on her shoulder is like he's scared.
Yeah. Akil, pokes his little cheek, gently, poking Wedge's cheek. And he's just like,
little chubby boy.
Yeah, and he's just like, don't worry, little buddy. We'll get through this somehow.
Little fucking 5'8" mousy boy.
But
Amanda again.
But yes, I do believe we have a job to do, and I need to go look for my uncle. Again.
Your uncle? Oh, your uncle. What did he do this time?
Let's just say the entire reason, everyone else and why I'm even here in the first place with Aseir, how Aseir and I met up, was because of him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always spreading misfortune wherever that steps his fucking foot.
Topaz?
I know.
Yeah. Still.
It just gets a little personal when I...
Don't tell me that you have history with my uncle.
Not much, but enough.
Yeah, that's him. We need to find him. Anyways, Topaz.
Well, what are your first set of orders?
Well,
Gotta knock that out of the way first.
Well, I guess I'll be cooped up in a library for a while, but I wouldn't mind some company from an old friend.
You won't be forced there from day to day. We all exaggerate that, you know. But you with the way Commander Lockhart, you really gotta get it done and then get your settled.
Yeah. Very well, Miss Topaz. You and
You want a drink? It's on me.
Does this bar have milk?
They got everything.
Is Orenda, like, I don't know if Ryan and Bamsey would have moved because Orenda would go with them, but is
Bamsey's... and I meant to say earlier, Bamsey went off to her studio yet.
Is Resign still around there? His token is, but I don't know if
I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
is it alive?
It is alive, yes. Kill it. It's a little baby bug.
Because Orenda would have followed them.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, Resign didn't leave.
Oh, gotcha.
No, it's just Bamsey left. Resign's...
Okay, but so then as soon as Akil says milk, Orenda turns like, you said milk? They like milk.
Yeah, they got just about everything. Not everything fancy or particularly rare, but you know, we got water, we got milk, we got whiskey, we got fire whiskey if you're real nice.
Oh wait.
We got ale.
What?
I don't know if. Oh wait.
Well, JoJo is a white girl, so she'd probably go for the fireball.
JoJo is not white. Do not even fucking say that ever again. If I hear those words come out of your mouth, I will fucking knife you.
Her token is paler than she is.
No, JoJo's actually very brown. She's just not in this picture.
Yeah, her token is paler than she is.
Yeah,
it was a joke. Calm down.
It was an earlier design.
Yes, but JoJo is a brown girl. She's like, she's basically like a dark-skinned Mexicana. So, like all my family.
The third most influential person in Brown magazine, and can be found on the cover of this month's Mocha Emporium.
Oh my god!
So got it. Get her some tequila.
I mean, yeah, if you have any or something. Tequila's actually fucking disgusting. I'm the weird Mexican that hates tequila, but
excuse you.
But I'm not opposed to taking tequila shots, but I think tequila's disgusting.
I'm Spanish too. You don't see me complaining.
It's liquid gold, girl. Anyway.
Oh well, I've had like clear tequila.
Liquid.
I have not had gold. I have not had the privilege of having gold tequila.
See, that's why. That's why.
Did we go Scotch beyond the top.
Anyway, Orenda.
Orenda was just gonna stick near Resign, and then they heard milk and got distracted.
Resign kind of Orenda.
Sorry, I just like milk.
Did you want something?
If you wouldn't mind. It drinks. I'm a bit thirsty.
Sure.
Can you please repeat the very end of that?
What do you want?
I was actually gonna get some milk because apparently that's available.
Milk. Got it. And he
What do you want?
goes up to the bar and just he just orders a glass of milk and hands it over after the barkeep dwarven lady.
Oh, Orenda was gonna get it.
I'm not.
What?
He hands it to you.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna get it.
No, it's.
Thank you.
So, are we going to go to... What is Holcomb doing?
Oh shit. Am I still muted?
You're
No, not anymore.
I thought
Now you're good.
I thought I was muted.
No, you're
I thought I
good.
was muted for a second. Thank God I wasn't. But would scotch be available?
Yeah, this is like a they have like every like base kind of like sort of deal. So they would have scotch.
Dear old McKellen, a particular favorite of yours, if I recall. Sure, I'll take a glass of scotch or tankard, whatever the hell they measure these things with. Yield measurements.
Yield measurements of alcohol. I'll have one alcohol,
just, like,
please.
A one alcohol. Por favor. One glass of.
Yeah.
Just like.
What do they call it? The 3-finger measurement?
It's like a short. Yeah. Okay, listen. They say 3-finger. As a bartender myself, I do.
I'm going off
That's
LA
fine.
Noir logic. Leave me alone. Pour me 3 fingers of rye. That's all I remember.
So you just get some scotch. Some good scotch.
You say to that? It's a waste of good scotch.
Orenda would try and find a more secluded part of the area.
Resign will fall.
Okay, so they're gonna go. Where's somewhere relatively secluded they could sit?
I like either any of like.
There are people.
This table. Like right at the edge. Or just any like corner.
Okay, because this is super secret stuff, kind of. So they go over here. Because super secret.
Yeah. Super secret. Secret agents on a secret.
Technically, to most people, they would be talking about a dead man.
Technically, the man known as
He goes off and
the
he
man known as Cedric is dead.
Huh?
Technically, the
What?
man known as Cedric is dead.
At least to most
The
people.
military joined the club. Talk about dead bodies all the time.
Timothy!
Up your game.
Ruffles!
I want my makeover, Pamothy.
So resign and
With armor from the Amity, you won't have to worry about getting wrecked. She's really good.
I trust you know your cousin well enough. It won't be as fluffy as what she's gonna.
That's more her personal preference.
Is she some kind of fashion person, model or something? She said she was a fabricator.
Model and designer for her own fashion line. It's always changing names.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's taking us on joining up with. So, give us some new gear. That's very kind.
Yeah.
Especially considering she was picking on me for my name. What's wrong with virtue name?
No,
What's wrong with virtue names?
I never understood why people think virtue names are a bad thing.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, especially that one person that I heard about named Temperance. What's up with that person?
Wrong universe.
Y'all are wild, and I swear to God.
And he's gonna kind of confess to you. He's gonna say, to be honest, that having a virtue name was the only reason I didn't change mine. You know, it's pretty much anybody. Design.
Yeah. The verse. What did you say?
It was the only thing that stuck, despite my. But I.
You are cutting in and out. Heck.
Part of that had to do with you in the past.
You are cutting in and out like crazy, dude. Hello?
Somewhat type it to him.
You have been typing it in the chat. You've been
cutting out like crazy.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ah.
I typed it out what he basically
Okay.
said.
Okay. Thank you. One of the first memories I got back was actually Claudia saving me.
Really?
Back when I was a kid, she actually told me to find you.
I've been with Claudia since I was around 8 or 9. I was your student for. Well, I found you. She found you. Told you to look. You found me. And then. Sort of. Little family. Sequestered off in the woods in Cat.
Ah, didn't mean to ping. Hey, in Canish? Huh.
Yeah, we were. After that happened, we all lived in the wild, off the land, training you and. Well, I believe before we went for our.
I actually remember training once when we were kids.
You got a memory of that?
Yeah, it was sword training. I think she said to copy you. I think.
That's what you had to do for a while. Everything. You picked up everything so quick, kicking my ass, and I ended up eventually having to learn a lot. Partially due to my pride, I guess. I'm the kind of person where a lot came very easily. And inevitably held me back. I didn't feel the need to study or train as hard as everybody else. That's pride for someone like me to do, and succeeding, and it was amazing. I've always been so proud
Thanks.
Orenda.
Thanks. And Orenda actually looks. They look like they're thankful, but also a bit conflicted. Hmm? What?
Did you say?
Yeah, Orenda looks thankful for the compliment, but they also look a bit conflicted over it.
Yeah. Is something wrong, Orenda?
I don't know. This would sound weird, but you know more about me than I do.
I know more about who.
It kind of, at least for me, it kind of feels like you're talking about another person. It's weird.
In a way. Was there anything else you about the person you use?
They actually grab their hand around their necklace and actually take it off. This is the only item I have from when I was with you. I got that, Lawrence. I've always felt it was important, even when I didn't know much of anything.
That was something you had on you since before you came with us. You've had that on your time. I frankly don't have any answers on it, but Claudia said that it carried the presence of Noctis on it. I seek out a cleric of his or something. I'm not a particularly religious guy. I couldn't really help you there, but maybe someone like that might.
Thank you. Orenda gets a bit like a look of like sudden realization. They look kind of, you know how kind of when you're doing math in your head, you sort of connect dots with your finger? Yeah, they do that for just a sec.
Okay.
Noctis, god of the moon. They reach up and touch the blonde patch in their hair. I didn't have these patches when you knew me better, right?
No. I assumed it was due to the stress.
I think that would have turned my hair gray, but no. What? I got my name because I used to look out and stare at the moon. You think it might be connected? They have one hand on their blonde patches and one hand holding the necklace.
There's a chance. There is a chance. I urge you to seek that out. And for your own health, do you want to seek out more past or more?
I think that I'll end up finding both no matter what I do.
You'll end up finding both.
Both no matter what I do.
Ah.
At this point.
And at this point, Bamathy is gonna come back in, and she's gonna just strut and be like, oh, okay. Ooh! And she like makes that whole back stiff, and like as if like something like just yanked up her spine, and then out from her fluffy petticoat hops a bright pink poison dart frog.
Oh my goodness!
Oh
Is it blue?
no!
It's motherfucking blue.
Oh
In hell.
my god!
Does
They followed
Drake
us?
recognize
Are you
it?
shitting me?
Yeah, Drake, you recognize.
Bloop!
You see him crawl out,
Oh,
and he
hells.
sees you, Drake, and stands up,
Okay, that's
Oh
adorable.
my
Oh, you
lord.
forgot
and
to
that's
say
where we're
one.
ending.
You forgot to say
Oh.
one thing,
Oh,
Rex. You forgot to say one thing about Bamithy's appearance. Something she is lacking
She's lacking.
that most other tieflings have.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have
no. I was just gonna say, Dink. Joanna went to go see if Aseir was done sparring with Celis, but is still sparring, so Joanna was just gonna go get her fitting. But I did
We'll start
not
next
know.
session.
I did not
We'll
know
start
you were
next section
in
with that.
here.
Next session.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Millen, that's pretty much Orenda.
Thank you, everybody,
run you
for
away.
showing up tonight.
Yeah, we
Appreciate
love
it.
you. We love you.
And have yourself a good night. I did
Thanks,
add a
sir.
bunch of stuff to the YouTube archives of the stuff today.
Likewise.
Yes, thank you for that, Mike.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
And yeah,
Night, y'all.
Gracias.
see you guys next Friday. Or
Y'all.
no,
Mhm.
actually, I won't be streaming next Friday. I don't think, unless my
Oh,
plans
really?
change.
It's probably Battle Blood next Friday.
Yeah, it's Battle Blood next.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be dethroned when I go visit Senor Rex.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to do this all over. Fucking.
Well, no, the next Friday is when Tara's supposed to be coming to visit, but I still don't know if that's gonna happen because her boss hasn't given her a yes or no yet, which is annoying as fuck.
This is why we communicate.
I try to. And
They're
she's
suffering from telltale syndrome. Whenever the big decision happens, everything goes slow.
Let's end the stream before we
I already
change.
cut the stream.
Okay.
Okay. So I could.
Stream cut on your end, Law?
Huh?
So I can cut it on.
Hello?
I'm about to. One sec.
Hello. Okay,
I said
yeah.
I'm about to.
He is about to.
Good night.
Night,
Good night,
Internet.
everyone.
We love you.